hear myself. Hello. Oh, there I am. Good morning. God, I am so tired. I feel like I didn't sleep last night. But I did. But I feel like I didn't. Excuse me. Okay. We go here. Wait for a few people to get in here. You could be my Superman. Save me, here I am. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Anastasia? What's up, Risa? What's up, Andy Cruz? Oh my god. I'm so tired. Oh, what's wrong with me today? I'm like slow-mo. I'm so freaking tired. I feel like I didn't sleep last night. Ooh, ding dong. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? What is it? Tuesday? Yes, it's Tuesday. Good God, it's Tuesday. I feel like this month has been going really fast. Last month, too. I'm going to the city on Wednesday. My son has a field trip. So, tomorrow, actually. And I'm like so nervous. I'm going to make my husband wake me up because we got to take the train. I hate taking the train into Manhattan, but, you know, it's the whole experience. So, I would much rather drive. Unlike a lot of people out there, I actually enjoy driving in the city. So, but we got to take the train. And I hate taking trains. I'm like always so nervous about missing them. So I'm going to make my husband wake me up when he leaves for work, which is so early. So early. Oh my God. Anyway, how was everybody's weekends? I am just had a busy weekend this weekend. I got my little, I'll show you guys real quick. Hold on. I pulled it up. If you're a member on my channel, then you probably already saw this because I made a little video the other day. Hold on. Hold on a second. All right. Okay. Let me just share this. Okay. This is what I did this weekend.
That's why it's all dirty.
Sorry. So, all right. So, finally, you guys know I run my little business, my little side hustle out of my garage mostly. Some of this I do obviously inside. But my garage was like cluttered mess because I had a lot of my mom's stuff in there. Not a lot. I mean, a little bit. I got rid of some of it over the winter, but so finally the other day I said, you know what, dude, let's just donate what's left. Let's just bring it to the thrift store and just donate it. You know, we could do another garage sale, but it's like, how, you know, it's so much work. A lot of it was Christmas stuff. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are not looking for Christmas stuff right now. So I was like, let's just donate it. So we took all the bins except one bin to the thrift store. I held on to her pleats. I have all her Fiesta wear pleats. So I was like, I just need the room. And it's so hard to get rid of things, you know, from somebody who passed away. But I was just like, it's been 8 years. I haven't used anything, right? It's been sitting in my garage. And now the need for this space has overcome the desire to hold on to things. So anyway, my brother-in-law very kindly donated this desk to me. He was getting rid of it because he's building something in his basement and he needed the room. So he gave me this nice desk. It's like a workbench, basically. So I set it up for my jewelry stuff. So I'll show you guys real quick. This was a video I put on members only. A little bench put in here that my brother-in-law just gave us. So let's take a look. What do we got here? And I just put it in this weekend, so it's kind of still a mess. I put it today. My husband put the outlet in for me. So I got all my molds are up there, and then I got a whole nother shelf that I just put in, which he put in that day. And then I put lights under it. I don't know. I had those lights sitting around in a package for the longest time. So I was like, ooh, I got a good use for them. They'll light my desk.
It's like, and it's a mess over there because everything got moved to put this in. So now I got to
Hey, Pugs, there's your turtle tray I got to send to you. It's sitting there.
But let's see what we got over here. We got butane. And
there's your turtle tray. It's right there. I got to send it to you.
And everything for torches so that you could solder things. Here's my other little torch. And then I got my little fire bricks. That's this stuff right
my ashtray
here. And this is where you would solder.
The
you could either, you know, put it down there. And this is the torch that I use. Just a little. That's how you fire it. Or you could put it up here.
Fire.
I did because I was just making something. So I'm literally just getting started and learning, and there's a lot of stuff that goes along. So I got my plier holder. This thing is not permanent. I just have...
Yeah, that thing was there because look how short they make the wires on these things.
I have it here so I can plug this in.
That's a little crock pot. Look how short the fucking wire is. Like, why?
Because for some reason, they made the cord extremely short. I'm not really sure why.
Even on my melter for my wax, the wire is so short. Yes, there's an owl on my desk too.
Why that is. This is a pickle pot, and basically what that is an acidic solution, and in there is something that I just soldered, which I can't pick up with these for some reason. It won't let me pick it up, but basically what this does is when you know, you see how it's all weird and discolored. When you heat up the jewelry, it gets like fire scale on it. And so that'll help kind of take it off. So that,
which I learned this weekend, there's a way to kind of prevent that. So
that's sitting in there because I just made that for my son, just to mess around basically and learn. Got the quench bowl there. So after you heat something up, you want to drop it in water, which I just did. So that's why it's all dirty. I got my scales for my business. That's my shipping scale, which
those are moving.
I'm going to move that. That's not staying up here. Doming blocks. This is if you want to round a piece of metal, you would put it in here.
I bought all this stuff years ago and
like
finally putting it to use.
Pretty right now because I was just sanding things and yeah, pretty gross. Just some cleaning supplies, some paper, my charger. Of course, we got the coffee. Got a little candle up here. This is just some extra.
My hands are filthy because I was sanding that thing, so there's black all over my hands.
And then this is here just for fire safety purposes. It's a porcelain or whatever ceramic tile, just so that it doesn't get so that it doesn't, you know, set my desk on fire. And then what do we got in the drawers? I have to clean all this. It's still dirty, but I just put stuff in here. I have to vacuum these out. But I got all my stamps for when I hand stamp jewelry or anything like that. It's all different letters and designs.
It's so nice to have a little place for these things.
And I could set rhinestones in there. So I got that.
If you bought the angel wing ornament that I was selling, that's what I used to put the mom or dad or whatever.
And then this one is just, I gotta get some desk organizers. But we literally just like set this up yesterday. Like put the desk over here. So I got my saws, some brass sheet, hammers, flux. You need that to solder. This is for the saw, so you could lubricate it. This is sterling.
I messed up the sterling silver this weekend. I'm so upset. A little sheet like that of sterling silver is like over $100.
Silver. Oh my God. I got more cutters in here. Some rotary tools, more rotary tools, bits.
I gotta get organized.
So, glue sticks, punches, so you can make holes. And then that all goes for this, which is the rotary tool that most jewelers have. I got this at Harbor Freight. Right now it's got a sanding bit on it, but there's a little pedal underneath the desk in which
I feel like a real jeweler.
That you use to control it. So got that.
And of course my Heineken poster.
The pedal down there. And yeah, that's it. I got some tools in there. My little owl. But yeah.
Slowly but surely I'm getting set up.
Still getting kind of set up. I'm kind of glad I did the lights. I had these lights like sitting around for the longest time. And so,
the lights were key. They were key.
I'm kind of glad that I put them there because it gives it a little extra light. And then this is where I hang my orders when I have some. Right now we're kind of slow, but I have a couple of jewelry orders, so they're not hanging in here.
I do. I have a couple people sent me ashes, actually.
Mainly for the cement, so I gotta get all my cement.
I'm very excited about one of them's for an old friend, and her dad passed away. Her kid's dad, so she's doing it as a birthday gift. She's so excited. She's been like texting me like every day. She's like, I can't wait. I'm just excited because you know what? It's for a kid whose dad is gone, you know, a young kid. So I'm very excited about that.
Cement stuff all set up. I just put in all that shelf up there.
I gotta organize my molds. Look at the mess over here. Oh my god, we had to move everything. Those two shelves with all my cement stuff used to be next to each other. I don't know why my husband split them apart and put the desk in. And by the time I got home, I was like, all right, just
I'm trying to get
figure it out.
up there. Some of them
I have one where I put things while they're drying, and then one where I have like all my finished stuff. And he just made a mess. But I was just like, I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna.
And this is just some of the other ones. And I gotta do a good wash down of all the molds.
Yeah, I gotta scrub them down in the hose. You can't wash them in the sink because you don't want to get cement particles in your drain. So one day I'm just gonna sit there and scrub them all down.
This is pretty much it. This is how I spent my Saturday and Sunday trying to get everything all set up.
That's what I did this weekend. So yeah, that was exciting. And then yeah, that was exciting. Meanwhile, yesterday I had to go to the doctor yesterday. I got a little infection. So on the way back, I stopped because one of my rings broke. One of my rings that I normally wear, like, broke in, like, the weirdest spot, just snapped. So I stopped at Jared Jewelry on the way back because my husband knows me well, and he bought all the warranties and everything for all the, you know, jewelry that I have. Thank you, Cindy. So he, so anyway, I, what do you call it? I forget what, I'm so tired right now. I can't even think straight. Oh, so I go in there. Boy, did they get me. You're supposed to go in. So with my engagement ring, any jewelry that I have that's bought from Jared, which most of my jewelry is, they, you know, my husband buys an extended warranty on it or whatever. It's like a lifetime warranty for like repairs and all this other shit, right? Here's the catch though. You're supposed to go there every 6 months and get all your jewelry inspected. Well, like, I forgot. I've been doing it for years. And then, you know, with my husband, my son playing hockey lately, I just like, I don't know, it just kind of slipped my mind, I guess. I just haven't been thinking about it. It's just like, whatever. Most of the time they'll let you go. Like they'll be like, okay, you didn't come in for the inspection, you know, like they'll let you go and they'll still fix your jewelry for you. Well, yesterday I got this lady and she's like, you know, come in for the inspection and you need to get in, So I'm like, one of the diamonds fell out of my engagement ring. And she's like, you know, I'm going to have to charge you. So I'm like, oh my God. And then the other ring that broke, she's like, okay, here's the good news. They always get you, man. Everything's such a catch in this world. So my husband paid for this warranty. So the one ring that snapped, she comes back and she tells me that they can't repair it, which I don't know why they can't repair it. I kind of feel like she's selling me something because the ring, it's where it snapped. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Why can't you repair this? You know, it's kind of weird that she's telling me this. So I'm like, she's like, but here's the good news. We'll give you a free replacement. So I was like, oh, great. You know, she's like, the ring went up by like $1,000. Like after, you know, your husband bought it 2 years ago. Now it went up because the price of gold right now is crazy. So she tells me that, but she's like, but you have to repurchase the warranty. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? So that's like $200 and something. So then she tells me for my engagement ring, if she replaces the diamond, it's going to be $90, but then it'll reinstate my warranty. So I'm like, oh my God. So it's like, all the numbers, all I hear is change, change, change. So I call my husband up. Of course, he's like, oh, you didn't go in for inspection. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm sorry. Like for 10 years, I did it. And they let me get away with it for like not coming all the time, like on time, So I knew eventually it was going to catch up because I just like, who's sitting around thinking about their fucking jewelry and getting it inspected? I'm not. So I was like, he's like, whatever, just put it on the card. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I go in there. So anyway, here's the good news. They're going to solder together my engagement ring with my wedding bands. So I'm very excited about that. But for free. And then I'm excited too because they're just replacing my ring. But I'm like, so you have to buy another extended warranty. It's just like fucking crazy. But I will say for 10 years, I got away, more than 10 years, I got away with like going in there and like they would fix things for free. They clean your jewelry for free. Like that's why my husband buys things from Jared's, is because they constantly let you come in. I've noticed though, he usually buys me jewelry every year for our anniversary. Well, this year he didn't. And I told him, dude, like, please don't spend money. A lot of money has been going towards my son's hockey. So I'm like, I don't need anything. Because the last time for our 10-year anniversary, I told him I always told him this, like, since we got married. I was like, when we get married, I want my engagement ring, and then I want another wedding band on the other side, and then I want to get it soldered together, which I still I hadn't done. So it's all like one big ring. So anyway, he went, and when he went to go purchase the other band, so I have my regular wedding band, my engagement ring, and then like an anniversary band, I'll call it, on top of that. So when he went and purchased it, they didn't sell my wedding band anymore because it had been 10 years. So he had to get it custom made, and it ended up costing him like way more money than it should have. And I was like, dude, what are you, crazy? I kept telling him to return it. I'm like, I don't need it. That's way more money than, you should spend. So he just got it made and everything, whatever. So it cost a ton of money though. I was like, oh my God, I like don't need this. You know what I'm saying? So, what was my whole point in this story? Oh, so like after that, I was like, that's it. Don't buy me any more jewelry, because that's enough. Like the amount you paid for that is enough for jewelry for the next 10 years. Like I don't need any more jewelry. So anyway, I feel like that's why they let you get away with the warranty, like not coming in, is because like if you're actively like spending money there, they're like, oh, okay. But since he hasn't bought anything in like a year, they're probably like, oh, fuck you. Like, here, now you have to buy. Like, they force you to buy something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they punished you. But really, I need to just remember to go in for my little inspections there. But I'm just saying, though, if you do buy your jewelry there and you do buy the extended warranty and you get it inspected regularly, they're so good about it. Usually, I mean, for 10 years, I got away with it for not coming in regularly. So they would let me slide all the time. But this year they didn't. Probably because their business is slow too. So they made me spend a couple $100, but I think well worth it. Cause like if my diamond falls out, they'll replace my diamond, for free. So it's worth it. I just got to remember to go there. So I'm like sitting there yesterday, like setting up the reminders on my phone to make sure I remember to go there in December so that I don't have to spend the money again. They replaced my wedding band. It's eternity ring. You can't repair it. Well, I don't know, man, I don't know why they couldn't repair the one ring, but I'll take a new ring. I mean, shit. It's actually one of my favorite rings. You guys know me. I wear my rings. The lady's yelling at me. She's like, take your rings off. I don't take my rings off, ever. They're always on my fingers at all times. Like, I don't take them off to shower or go to bed or whatever. And she's like, dude, the worst thing you could do, and I didn't know this, is to sleep with your jewelry on. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. She's like, do you move when you sleep? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, well, your rings and all your jewelry, the prongs are getting like stuck in the blankets and everything while you're sleeping. And you're like moving around. She's like, that's like the absolute worst thing you could do is sleep in your jewelry. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I just don't take it off because I'm like, I feel like I'm going to lose everything. So yeah, that was my exciting day yesterday. Sitting in Jared's for like 5 hours, dude. Oh my God, it was the longest day, but at least I'll get everything fixed and Now I just got to remember. She's like, what the fuck? Because you guys know I do like the cement and everything. I didn't tell her that, but there's like cement probably in my rings, like in between the diamonds. She's like cleaning it. And she's like, what the fuck is in here? She's like, you haven't had this cleaned in a long time. I'm like, no, I haven't. Because there's so much shit in there. Because I'm like, I do my clay with my rings on. Like, I'm doing everything that I make. I do it with my rings on. I'm painting. Oh my God, I'm so bad. So I got to start remembering to like take my rings off. I just feel like I lose more jewelry when I take it off. So that's why I leave it on. I just don't take anything off because I'm like so scared that it's going to come off. Ugh. I don't take off my wedding ring and engagement ring when I sleep or shower or anything. A lot of women I know, they don't even wear their wedding bands or their engagement bands anymore. Like, they're like, oh, I don't wear mine. You know, it's annoying. I love my rings. Like, I love my wedding band. I love my engagement ring. Like, I've never not worn it. Right now, I feel so weird. And it's so funny because I always have to adjust it because it's, like, spinning. So I guess I, like, developed this little tick with my fingers that I'm like constantly like trying to spin my ring. And even when it's not on, I find myself doing it. Yeah, I need to take it off. You have to take them off while you need little dishes everywhere. Well, lucky for me, I have little dishes everywhere because I make them. So they're all over my house. I have like 3 feather trays sitting next to my my bed. I'm just like, so, I don't know. I just worry. And of course, last night I went to bed. Did I take my 2 rings off? Because right now I only have 2 rings. The other ones are getting repaired. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't want to take them off. I just love jewelry. I don't care what kind of jewelry it is. I just love it. I think it's so cool. But rings are like my thing. I never take my rings off. It's so top heavy. Yeah, that's the thing. I have a high setting on my engagement ring, so it like constantly flops over. I'm hoping now that it's all going to be soldered together. You know, because it's so annoying. I have one that spins one way, one that spins the other way. It's like they're always like spinning in different directions, and I'm constantly adjusting them. And I've noticed that, well, the lady told me like a while back that if you have them not soldered together, what happens is like the friction of them spinning loosens the prongs if you have diamonds on the band. So it's going to loosen the prongs on the diamonds, and that's why I keep losing them, because I've lost like 1,000,000 diamonds in my wedding band and my other band, my wedding band and my engagement ring. Because my engagement ring's like, it's not all the way around, it's diamonds like halfway around. And so that friction of them constantly rubbing together, it'll loosen your diamonds. So I got a little education yesterday. I just can't believe how fucking high gold is right now. Have you ever heard of Atazu jewelry? I don't know how much costume jewelry they make anymore, but a few pieces of jewelry that was in one of the Sex. No, I never heard of that. Sex and the City movies. Let's see. I love jewelry. Atazu. They had this beautiful line there yesterday, and I can't fucking think of what it is. I have everything from the Shy collection. I think I've showed you guys that before, but it's very modern, very like minimalistic, which is what I like. I've noticed yesterday when I was in the jewelry store, like everything's like minimalist. It's like all thin, very, very, very thin chains. Hold on. Atazu. Hold on. I don't want to lose that. I just love jewelry. Like, I really just do. Atazu. Atazu. Let's see. Jewelry. There we go. Oh, yeah. See? I like shit like that. Let's see. Hold on. Is this it? Atazu. Is that like Japanese or something? I don't know. It sounds like a Japanese name. I could be totally off there. Oh, yeah. These are like the Molly Golightly bib necklace. Dude, for costume jewelry, holy shit, this is expensive. Is it costume or is it like, what do you call it? Is it costume jewelry or is it like gold? See, I just went to go fix my engagement ring and it's not even on my finger. It's so funny. I think I'm going to wear my mom's wedding band just to have something on there. Because I feel so weird right now with no rings on. Gold box. Ooh, these are pretty. I love emeralds. They're so pretty. That's not bad. $125. What are they made of? I don't wear earrings. It's so funny because I used to love earrings and always have earrings in, and I just stopped wearing them, and now I'm kind of just used to not wearing them. Shimmering crystals, some Swarovski. Oh, it's 24 karat gold plated. Not bad. Very pretty. I like that kind of stuff. I just love jewelry. Atazu is definitely not minimalistic. Here, well, shy jewelry it's minimal. I don't like, it's not that I don't like fancy jewelry like that. I do. I just like, on a day-to-day basis, like if I was going somewhere, I would definitely wear stuff like that. But I'm more into, for like my daily wear, hold on, shy, I think it's called SHI jewelry. Shy. Shy? She, shung. Do you guys ever hear that? Oh my god. That fucking song. Xing, shang, shung. Xing, shang, shung. On, I don't know. It's on like the shorts and it's like drives me nuts. I think this is it. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Oh, my computer's being a douche. Is this it? Hold on. Rings and necklaces. Let's see. Yeah. I think so. This is, yeah. I think I've showed you guys this before. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Because I have, hold on, I'll show you guys the ones I have. Ooh, that matches my necklace that I'm wearing right now. Hold on a second. Ugh, I just love looking at jewelry. Especially, like, I don't know, online jewelry just does not look the same. When you go in the store and the way it just sparkles, like, I could sit there looking, I love looking at, like, the engagement rings. Ooh, I like this one. I like that. All right, stop it, Leanna. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is it, because, oh, they have this in a bracelet I want. The girl's like, I'll put it on your wish list. I'm like, yeah, it's like $2,000. I don't think I'm getting that anytime soon. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, okay. I'm like, my husband's not going to be buying that anytime soon. Maybe when my son's hockey is done. Where the fuck are my rings? Because I know they still have them at Jared's. I saw 2 of my rings still at Jared's. I have one like this, but it's a double band, which I have on right now. It's like 2 bands and then 2 bands, but it's almost exactly like that. I don't see it on here. Oh, I just love their rings. And then I guess they don't have them. Maybe they don't sell them on their regular website anymore. But it's very similar to that. They just have, oh my god, look, their bracelets, their bangles, they're just so pretty. They had this really cool other line there, but I can't think of what it was. Oh yeah, see. Look how much money these are. Yeah, this was the one yesterday. I think it was this one. I was looking at it in the store. She's like, oh, I'll put it on your wish list. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, it's $2,000. Oh no, maybe it was this one. Same thing. $2,000. I'm like, yeah, okay, put it on my wish list. I'm like, yeah. we'll be right on top of that. They had these really beautiful earrings. Oh my god, I love them. Hold on. It's very, very just minimalist, but lots of diamonds, lots of pave, which is what I like. Hold on. I don't know if they're gonna have them. I don't actually, you know what? I should go on Jared's site because they have them probably on there. Hold on. Jared Jewelry. Jared's is so cool though. They take the picture of like so when I go in the store, they have pictures of all my jewelry. It's pretty cool, you know, like they have everything so you don't have to like, and then they have my diamond has like a laser number inscribed in it. So every time I go there, if I send it out for repairs, they take the pictures of it and then they show you the number that's laser inscribed in it. So like if your diamond ever gets stolen or anything like that, you lose it and somebody finds it, you know, they really can't do anything with it because it's registered, I guess, somewhere. I don't know. I'm not really sure how that all works, but it's got a thing like laser inscribed in it. Hold on a second. Jewelry and gifts, let's see. Engagement. I love looking at engagement rings. I could sit here and look at them all day. They had this beautiful pear-shaped one. I wish I knew more about engagement rings at the time that I bought mine because I would have gotten a princess cut. Not princess cut. Cushion cut. They just sparkle a little different. Which I didn't know. I didn't know shit about, you know, engagement rings or anything like that. Where the fuck? Wedding and anniversary jewelry gifts. Let's see. Shy collection. Where the fuck is it? It's so weird. Oh, brands. Here we go. Hold on. Esquire. Shy creation. Alright. Whoa, Vicky. I was bringing on Whoa, Vicky and So You Live. Who's that? Who's Whoa, Vicky? What's up, B-Fergs? Let's see. Shop rings. Oh, those necklaces. I feel like those are going to go out of style, though. Oh, there's my ring right here. So that's my one ring with the double thing right there. Here's the one that broke. This one right here. And here's my other ring. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have them on their other website. So they went up, like, substantially from when my husband bought them. So the price of gold right now. So this one I have on my right pointer finger. This is the one that I broke. It, like, snapped. Hold on. Let's see if they show, like, a side view. I'm not sure why they can't repair it, though. I'm like, are they just trying to sell me something? It snapped right here. Hold on. It's so pretty, this ring. This one I knew was going to be a problem because it's so big. It's, you see how it fits on the finger? It's like goes all the way up to your knuckle pretty much. But hold on a second. This is why. All right, so it snapped right here. Right where this, well, one of these, it snapped right where it meets the shank, I guess you would call it. And the girl's like, oh, we can't repair this. It's beyond repair. I'm like, really? I don't know. It was also kind of bent, too. So I don't know if that was also a problem. But I'm like, why? I think why they can't repair it is because, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because this is where the diamond is and they would have to repair the whole thing. Like, now that I know how they solder jewelry together, I'm trying to figure out why. I feel like this is made from one piece and they split it. They split the shanks and then bend them. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they would just have to remake the whole ring. Like, I just don't know if they could put a piece of metal in here and then line it up. Maybe a good jeweler can, but who knows. But that's where it's split, so. Yes. So, yeah, those are my 3 shy rings. And then I have a necklace that matches that ring that I have on right now. It's almost exactly like that. So pretty. But the one I was looking at yesterday, I was like, the girl's like, I'll put it on the wish list. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I am done with getting jewelry. My husband spends stupid amounts of money on jewelry. I'm like, we don't need any more jewelry. Please, thank you. But you see how their collection's very, I don't know. I like it. I feel like it's very minimal. You know what I'm saying? But also like cool design. Everything's very cool. And then I think anything, ooh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. Anything you order, I'm pretty sure most of them could be ordered. Well, I guess they show you. Anything could be ordered in, you know, silver or gold. I mean, or I guess rose gold on some of them. Where's their, the bracelet? I mean, I want to see the necklaces. Hold on. Ugh. They had these really fucking cool necklaces, but I don't remember what the brand was. Let me see if I can find the brand up here. Hold on. I'll see if I see the name. These necklaces were so cool. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that. Hold on. I think it was this. It might have been this. Kaladi? Yeah, this was it. Oh, these. I've never seen anything. Well, I mean, I've seen something kind of like it. They're so fucking expensive, though. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. I've been really, like, into pear shape. These. They had these, like, really cool paper clip drop necklaces, I guess. But I feel like that paper clip chain is, like, super popular. This one, oh my God, it was so pretty in person. Like, right here, it just doesn't even do it justice. It had this beautiful sapphire, or topaz, rather, in the center. And this thing, oh my God, it was so pretty. I swear to God, the pictures just don't do. fucking justice for these things. Oh, I see they changed their... See, look, protect your jewelry for life. And they have the little number 1. Excludes repairs and replacements of diamonds and gemstones. Oh, really? They must have changed it. Interesting. Class repair, prong stone tightening, refinish and polish. So you'll get all that when you go in there. It's so worth it if you buy yourself jewelry or you have somebody that buys you jewelry. It's so fucking worth it to buy this protection plan. My husband knows me all too well, so he was smart to pay the extra money for this. $200. It's worth it, dude, because it's lifetime. You could go back in there anytime and get your shit fixed. So, anyway, that was my day yesterday. Oop, hold on a second. Why does it say I lost audio? Could you guys still hear me? That's so weird. I don't know why it says it lost audio connection because I'm not even sharing anything. I have so much old Tiffany jewelry I've had since early 90s. You have such cool collections, Beefers. Very similar to something Tiffany did. What, this? I'm sure a lot of companies copy Tiffany. Just like they copy Cartier because they have the bracelets that they have in there with the little diamonds, those bangles. That's like, you know, Cartier has those, you know, the bracelets with the screws. That looks like there's like a bunch of screws in there, which I love that bracelet. I feel like a lot of companies copy them and they copy Tiffany's. The paper clip thing's like so in now. I see it everywhere. But I feel like it's going to go out very quickly. You know, where I feel like, I don't know. I always stick with very classic looking chains. I love curb chain personally, which is what I had on my nameplate always. But I took my nameplate off. I needed to change it up. I've been wearing that nameplate was on my neck for probably like 3 years straight. More than that. And I was like, I just need to change it up. Where's my necklace right now? Oh my God. Hold on. Oh, I thought I lost it. That's why I didn't wear this. My husband bought me this necklace and I didn't wear it for like a fucking long ass time. It just sat in my jewelry box because I was so scared I was going to break it. And then finally, just like the other day, I took my nameplates off. I didn't have any necklace on. And I was like, I feel naked. I have to put something on it. So I've been wearing this. But because the chain is so fine on this necklace. But it's actually pretty strong. Like, I feel like, all right, it'll hopefully not break. But I didn't wear it. He bought it for me. And he's like, you never wear it. And I'm like, I'll wear it when we go out. You know, it's like one of those things. Because I'm like, if I break this thing and lose it, I'm going to cry. So I haven't been wearing it, but now I just started wearing it. Hopefully I don't break it and lose it. You have a Lisa necklace? Yeah, I got made fun of on here for wearing a nameplate necklace. I think Laura made fun of me. She's like, oh, what is it, like the 1980s? I'm like, dude, I'm not wearing like the fucking yellow gold double-plated fucking diamond, you know, nameplate written in like that script. I had my name in Old English writing. And it's because, dude, I never had anything with my name as a kid, ever. And I always liked nameplates, name rings, whatever. And I have it right here, my little nameplate. I don't know. I just liked it. So I wore it every fucking day. For years. And I just changed it. I custom ordered a nameplate, but it's the year I was born. I feel so 2004. I love nameplates. I actually wanted to try making my own because I bought the sterling silver. And I was going to cut my own out. But I messed the sterling silver up the other day. Yeah, Laura has no style. As evidenced. Hold on. I got to show you guys the funniest thing. Laura returned the other day. And as you guys know, you know, her... she spent all this time reworking her website, you know, so now it I don't know, from what she showed, it looks pretty much just like it did. Dude, she's beyond help at this point in time, okay, with her shit. She's beyond help. I told her when we were friends, when she first started her business, I told her, like, dude, you want to keep your labels minimal. Because if printing out yourself, you're gonna fucking go through ink like crazy, you know? It's gonna be ink. You guys know, you have an inkjet printer, the ink goes so fast. So I was like, you really want to keep it simple when it comes to your labels. You don't want to put a lot of color or anything like that. Well, yeah, she's going to be going through ink like crazy. Because she made them like full color. I'm like, have fun with that. You'll be fucking buying new ink for your printer every couple of fucking weeks. But hey, what do I know? Like, that's when you're like an actual graphic designer, those are things that you take into consideration as you're designing. You know, you're like you want to minimalize, you want to make things easiest for people when they're printing things out or whatever. But I'm like, all right, have fun with that. Have fun paying for fucking ink every fucking couple of weeks. JP, I just watched your Betty and the Badges. Oh shit. All right, hold on. Yeah, but this one was my this was my personal favorite that she added. She wears a satin ribbon choker with strings. Frayed, I'm sure. Yeah, chokers, bro. Chokers. She's got no fucking style, dude. Tacky shiny labels. I don't mind the shiny labels. It's just bro, I ask myself, Laura, are you fucking trolling us, dude, with this shit? Hold on. Are you trolling us? Are you trolling the internet with this? Bro, she did the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. I'm like, you spent 3 weeks doing this, dude? 3 weeks. 18 hours a day. Doing this. Hold on. My fucking thing's spinning. I'm like, all right, girl. You say so. Like, I'm like, is she trolling? Laura, are you fucking trolling people with this? This is on her website right now. I just can't. This is what she spent 3 weeks. Meanwhile, it was only 2 weeks, okay? She's only been gone for 2 weeks. But this is what she did. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This. Oh my god, bro. She just has no sense of composition, bro. Like, all right. There's just so much fucking wrong with this. Oh shit, I just knocked my coffee over. Thank god it's in a fucking closed sippy cup. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on here, Laura? 3 weeks and this is what you fucking do? It was really 2 weeks though. But she's like, it was 18 hours a day. She spent 18 hours a day. Which makes no sense, Laura. There's only so many hours in a day. How did you sat here for 18 hours taking pictures that basically look just like the pictures that you already had on your website? Because, like, after somebody says that they have fucking 18 hours a day, I'm like, well, shit, this thing better look fucking professional. So of course I looked, and I'm like, oh my lord. Oh, what is this? What are you doing? Like, bro, just her sense of composition is just so off. Got it. Like, so you have the same chicken wing in front of these. I don't know why they're in front of the fucking other ones. Like, it doesn't go together. And then, like, there's a little white dot. But, like, why? Like, so you just copied and pasted a chicken wing here and a chicken wing here. And I could tell because this little white dot is here and here. And I'm like, that looks like a real chicken wing with dirt on it. Like, somebody dropped it on the floor. But, like, how does that fit in here, dude? I got questions. I just got questions. Bro, what is going on here? But like, she uses this like AI, I guess, picture thing, and why can't I move my mouse? It's like stuck. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh my god, I can't move my mouse off this thing. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't need this thing to have fucking stuck. Oh my god, it's like literally stuck on this picture. What is going on right now? Hold on. Okay. Alright, finally. It's still, I might need to charge it. That might be the problem. Shit. Hold on a second. Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking mouse. God damn it, Apple. Get your shit together! It's like literally stuck. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, I might have to go steal my son's mouse off his PlayStation. But yeah, this is what she did. This is what she spent all this fucking time doing. This. Hold on, I'm gonna restart it. Because now I can't fucking get it to move. it's stuck on this. Are you serious right now? Yeah, I'm like, Laura, this sense of composition is off. She uses this AI app, and I'm like, I don't get, I'm pointing with my finger as if you guys could see me, but like, my mouse is over. So if you look at the bottom chicken wing, and you look straight above it to the little, I don't know, it looks like the wrapper that comes on a Reese's Pieces, right? If you look at that, like, little clumping of fucking wax melts in the little pink Reese's wrapper looking thing, I'm like, what is that? Like, that doesn't look good, you know? I don't know. I just, like, I don't understand, but she has that all over the website. It's like just copied and pasted into like a million different pictures. I don't believe she took a million pictures like she's trying to say, but I'm like, that's what you spent all this time working on. Chicken wings. Oh my God. I have to go steal my son's mouse. I don't know what's going on with this thing. What the fuck just happened? Now it's like full screen. It's like just literally stuck. Now it's just spinning. Hold on. All right. I have to go get my son's mouse because I need to get this off my screen, and I can't right now because my mouse is probably dead. Let me go grab that. Hold on, because he lost my other mouse. I have my own that plugs in. Oh, he's going to kill me. Is it plugged in? Hold on. Oh, fuck. What is this stuck on? All right. I don't know what's going on with this mouse, but it's like probably dead. It probably needs to be charged. Hold on. Oh my God, I hate the sound of this thing. Why would they do that? All right, let's see if this mouse works, and I'll plug this other one in because it's clearly not working right now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think it's dead. Hold on. Fucking chicken wings. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing, Laura. I'm like, is she trolling with this though? Like, I don't know. Is this like real life? Chicken wings. And Laura, I have to say, whatever. She's got the fake social reporting on there. Love that for you. There's a counter on her website that allegedly counts how many have been sold in the last few hours. She's just going to leave that shit up. She's just going to leave it up. Fake social reporting. So it says like there's like 15 sold in the last 10 hours, but come on, dude. That's not true, Laura. That's a fake social counter for your website. It's a way to create a sense of urgency when people are shopping. Like Timo is infamous for doing that. When you go on their website, everything's got like 5 left in stock, you know? So you get like panicked and you're like, oh my God, if I don't buy this right this second, I'm not going to get it. Or it'll tell you how many people have it in their carts. So, you know, and then you start panicking, right? No, nobody's buying these. If you go on her website, every single thing says like 10 sold in the last 5 hours, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, give me a break. It took me 2 hours to upload the Bets video this morning. How come I'm not seeing your videos? What the fuck? Hold on. Could we watch it? What the fuck? I didn't even get a notification for it. That's so weird. Oh, is this... Nobody puts Betty's badges in a corner. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ooh, I like the Chi-Chi balls. Could we watch this? Oh, this is great. Hold on. No, YouTube just sucks, dude. It's been very, very, very glitchy lately. I like the Chi-Chi balls. Oh my God. Is this Betty all dressed up? And nowhere to go? Hold on. Oh my God. Do you guys hear this mouse? It's like so clicky. Sorry about that if you could hear it. Here we go.
Good morning, my coffee beans.
Oh
How are we this beautiful morning? Oh my gosh, Bullhorn Betty is up so early.
Did you cut the wig? Could you braid it, please? Like, take like 3 hairs and braid them together.
I get up so early. I work all night long. I sleep maybe, I don't know, like maybe 2 or 3 hours a night. And then I get up and I usually just sit in my bed for the rest of the day, doing my work, my paperwork. I have a lot of paperwork that I got to do.
Paperwork.
That's what I'm going to be doing today. So you might not see me, much more than today. Maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 more lives, but
just 2 or 3 or 4.
that's about it. I've been homebound, because my car's back in the shop again. I mean, come on. How many more hits can Bowler and Betty take, really? I mean, honestly. But you guys, I wanted to show...
Wait, what does the hat say? No, it's backwards. No something, no indictments? What does it say on the top, though? I can't see it.
Show you guys something. So you know how I got really upset the other day about the badges? I lost my badge in a certain somebody's group. Yeah, they decided to take my badge away. I know who did it, and don't worry, I got you. I know you did it. I know you did it, and that's okay. But I made something for when I get my car back. When I get my car back, I'm going to, first of all, get rid of this dog, and then, yeah, I got badges, so I'm gonna make them magnets, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make badge magnets. Betty got her badges back, guys. I got my badges back. So what I did is I made magnets on my printer. Yeah, so this one.
Yeah, that wig is too healthy. It's too thick to be hers.
Right here.
She's got to rip like half the hair out of it.
Yep, best almost paralegal. Yep, that one's going on the car. Yep, we're gonna put that one right on the car, right on the back. And then we got another one. It was, yep, right here. Most smartest. Yep, I'm gonna put that one right there. They're not gonna be able to take these badges. They're not gonna be able to take these ones. They can try, but they're not gonna take them. I stand my ground, I'm bullheaded, so they're not
bullheaded.
gonna take these ones. Right here. Most professional searcher. This one's going on the car too. Yeah, they're all going together. I'm gonna group them right together, right next to my Trump sticker. And then right here, this one, JL.
Right next to my MAGA sticker.
#1 girl.
Oh
yep.
my God.
Just so Magnolia.
I'm still fucking mind blown by that one.
Doesn't forget who I am. Because I'm the #1 girl. I don't care what you do. I don't care how many searches you go on with him. I'm first. I'm the #1. So nobody forget it, okay? Bowler and Betty's #1. All right. So I just wanted to share those with you guys. I'm gonna go get my paperwork done. I got a lot of things to get done. I got a lot of flyers to print. I gotta go. I might have to walk down and get my car again. I don't really know what's going on with it, but as soon as it's fixed.
Is her car seriously still in the shop again?
We're on the road again, all right? So you guys just have a beautiful day. Rock out with your coffee beans out. Bye.
Oh my God. Dude, is her car seriously still in the shop? Oh my God, bro. She does. She sounds so much like her that now if I listen to Betty, I'm like, holy shit, like it sounds just like her. Hold on. We'll play her. Oh my God, her voice just gets on my nerves. Her voice really does. It fucking rips through my brain. It's just so like, there's some, I don't know, especially when she does that laugh and you have headphones in. It's like, oh. Hold on, what's her name again? Bullhorn Betty. They do sound so similar. It's fucking crazy. Hold on. Oh my God. I love the fucking braids, dude. The fucking braids are I mean, they're everything. The littlest braids ever. I mean, if I braided my hair, it would probably be like that, which is why I would never fucking wear braids. Oh, is she live right now? Oh, we're a stream sniper.
People that
oh, she's in her fancy living room. Oh my God, she's in the library with her grand piano in the background. Oh my God. Oh, who's she playing? Oh, look at her playing other people's streams.
What happened?
Look at her playing other people's streams. Uh-huh.
Sidestep here and just stop right there, because a lot of us have been questioning, hey, B Betty, it's nice to see you, and all the rest of my mod squad.
Hold on, we gotta go to the beginning where she does like her little intro. Hi, everybody. Hold on.
The very first interview Duchess was able to get with the Proudfoots was very, very...
Oh my god, I just want to take a little toothbrush and just comb her fucking baby hairs down.
very telling. Oh, actually, let me go ahead and pull this. I forgot to add because I just went ahead and started. Put this up here. So anyways, we've been...
I don't know if her microphone's just extremely loud. I love the fake background. It's so funny.
going through the Duchess interview. The first one, we learned about the...
That room is like the size of her entire fucking house. She's in professional mode in this one. Oh, I forgot to wear my cage neckline shirt with the rhinestones. Oh my god, wait a second. I think I have the perfect shirt for Betty. I might send it to you, JP. Hold on a second. Should be right behind me in my closet. Hold on. I bought this shirt like a few years ago, and then I realized I was like, what am I, fucking Carmela Soprano? Hold on, I'll put it on so you guys could see. I swear, I think I could just turn myself right into Betty. I don't know why. You ever just buy something and when you're in the store, you're like, yeah, this is cute. And then when you get home, you're like, why the fuck did I buy this? And then you tell yourself you're going to wear it. And then it just ends up hanging in your closet for like 30 years. Yeah, that's this shirt. I think I have the perfect shirt. Maybe I'll have to cut some holes in it. Yeah, see, once I put it on, I just don't like it. Hold on a second. It's so perfect. Like, I liked it in the store. On me, I don't love it. It's not the... It just doesn't give me the same... I don't know. Look. I could be Bullhorn Betty. Look at this. How perfect is that? I'm Bullhorn Betty. It's all diamonds. I don't like the way it looks on. I need giant hoops and then I'll be good to go. I don't know. Like, it looked great in the store. I think it was just like the blinginess. It just attracted me. But once I got it on, I was like, yeah, I don't like it on me. Take that off. Why? It's very sparkly. Like, it looks really weird on camera, but in person it don't look that fucking weird. I thought I liked it, and then I decided, yeah, no, I don't fucking like this. I don't like this. Hold on, there's paper on the floor that I keep stepping on. It's me, Bullhorn Betty, in my fancy shirt. All I need is like a blazer to go over it, or like a shitty cardigan. And I'm Bullhorn Betty.
Couch, we're starting to think, okay, you know, this whole situation with the couch is it doesn't bode with us. We're having problems. Hey, Anita, it's nice to see you, honey.
See right there. Hey, Anita.
I hope everybody's having a great day so far. I really do.
There's a big knot in my thing.
We didn't realize, we knew something was wrong. We first talked about the door, whether or not Sebastian walked out the door. And we kind of determined based upon all the statements involved, not just one side of the family or the other.
How many people are watching her right now?
Collectively, all the statements.
Doesn't say. How could it not say? Shouldn't it say how? Oh, 749. Oh my God.
Determined that based upon the parents and the parents' statements and the parents' statements alone,
Right.
it is a low probability that Sebastian would have walked out of the home at the time that they stated he walked out of the home.
I'm not gonna lie, I would wear that.
His mother said that. His stepfather.
I like the shirt. I think I bought it for like Christmas. I got it at Macy's, and I was like, I don't know. Once I got it home, I was just like, oh, I don't know what to wear this with. Like, and I just never wore it. I have a whole fucking closet filled of shirts like this that I bought because I was like, yeah, if I ever go out, I'll wear it. It's INC from Macy's. I'm like, yeah, if I ever leave my house, I'll wear it. I have, like, that's what, well, most of this little closet behind me, that's what mostly everything is shit that I bought that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it and wear it one day. Like, I don't hate it. It's very mob wivey. It's very Carmela Soprano. I feel like you need bigger boobs, maybe. Maybe that's why it don't look right on me. I don't know. This happens to me all the time, though. I get home, and I'm like, I love this shirt in the store, and then I get home, and I'm like, why did I buy this? And then I get too lazy to, like, go return it. But it's not terrible. It's a nice shirt. I just probably will never wear it. Oh, whoops, I need my headphones so I could hear. But I think it would be perfect for Betty. She could wear it to court. My guilty pleasure is sundresses that I never wear. I'm about to bust out the 2002 cachet for this summer. Do it, girl. Do it.
Father has said that, and Seth.
All right, I can't listen to her, though. That's the problem. She's just like, who knows? She's definitely going to strike me because I'm stream sniping her. How many days is she going to go on with this shit?
His biological father has said that. So
I think what happened here is she got very self-conscious about the fucking printer background. So she went out and bought a green screen. Like, I think she got, oh, look, Joneson's in her chat. Okay, so you think her repeating herself is sus? Huh? What is she commenting on? Let's see. Hold on a second. I'm just like, girl, comb your hair. If you're going on camera, like, I don't know, like, make your hair look neat. Is that asking too much? Whoa.
And his camper is only 3.5 hours away.
Oh, Chris Proudfoot's on
That's
this.
problematic.
Whose thing is this? Whose live is that?
Me. And then we have all the family saying that there's no way he walked out the front door. He would have never left in the middle of the night. He would never have left without his shoes. He would never have left without his switch. He would have never left without his cell phone, even though his mom and stepfather kept acting like he didn't like his phone. But his dad put us straight.
No, her hair doesn't go with the green screen because there's
taught him to make sure
tones in it.
Stay charged and make sure he picked it up whenever they called. So it sounds like Sebastian was more involved in his phone than Katie and Chris would have liked us to think. Why? Then, after challenging the front door and realizing, based upon all of the parents, it makes it very difficult.
She looks like an old man who's going bald in this. Like, because the green screen's cutting her hair out in certain places. Like, she looks like an old man with a receding hairline. I hate these fucking green screens.
For this child to have walked out of the house.
The fact she believes, yeah, everything Seth Rogers says a lot, yeah. I don't believe that man. I don't know. There's something up with that guy. Sorry.
And then we come back to looking at this whole 3-hour
That's basically what they do, is they rehash the same fucking things over and over again.
Conversation, which is another tensious and contentious point for us.
I love the word contentious.
And now, in the second interview with...
She really needs some fucking chapstick or something. Her lips look so fucking dry. Like, down here, they're, like, the same color as her fucking skin. And then there's just, like, those, like, dry patches. You know, like the ones... Oh, she needs to put lip chapstick
Duchess,
on.
again, God bless her. If you guys want to get over there and watch the entire interview, please do. I have only gotten to this point of it.
Because you can't shut the fuck up.
I haven't watched the rest of it yet. I'm still going through. I'm going through this stuff with a fine-tooth comb.
So she's allowed to stream other people's things? Is that what I'm getting here?
Y'all, I'm going through this stuff with a fine-tooth comb. And when I heard that, I mean, I immediately stopped.
Everything about her is dry.
And started working on my thumbnail. Like, I literally immediately thought, why?
What the fuck is this? Sped teacher? Okay.
Is the 3-hour so weird for us? I don't know why it's not weird for you. You know, Chris doesn't seem like he he could carry on conversations
Of course, she's in subscribers only mode.
every single day.
All these people do that. Laura, her, they all put it on subscribers only.
Every single evening for 3 hours. I mean, I do have truckers here though. My trucker subs, their wives say they absolutely can.
My trucker subs?
They say they do it with their husbands. But Katie has acknowledged speaking to him almost every evening while he's away, but she's never acknowledged ever speaking to him for this length of time. And I find it awfully suspicious that she's adamant.
Dude, this is why, I was thinking this the other day, this is why these fucking people need to stay the fuck off the internet, okay? Because every word that they say is getting completely picked apart and pulled apart, you know? And that's like, oh, you know, a conversation. Like, I don't know, dude, I can never make a generalized statement about conversations that my husband and I have. Like, you know, it varies from day to day. So weird.
About
yeah, she talked to her husband for 3 hours. Oh my god, the horror.
Going to bed at midnight and us believing she went to bed at midnight and us believing that she was asleep at midnight. There's something with that, no matter how you look at it. And Jones, and I know you're smarter than that, so I know you got a brain. So
oh, she knows who Joneson is, huh? Duchess is a fantastic creator. She's a lovely woman who Betty couldn't carry her purse, and she's got a lot going on right now. Betty better tread lightly because Duchess is very well loved. Who is this Brittany J person? The one that Laura went up on the panel the other day. Who's that? I know Nonsense has been covering her, but I'm not, like, anybody want to give me an update? Laura was up on the panel doing her usual bullshit. You know, how unfair the fucking true crime community is, yada, 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 yada.
I don't peg you as a fool. You may not like me, but that's just, you know.
Yeah, the cops never thought of any of this. Brittany J. Is that how you spell it? Hold on.
It's not weird to me because I do the same thing with my husband. Yeah, I got people that came in here and told me that, like, because that was one of my statements, and this was a while ago, so I'm glad you're actually watching. But, you know, a while ago, we clarified that because when I made the statement, I've got truck drivers' wives that are subs to me, and they are the ones that reached out to me and said, wait a minute, you know. And I even said, would this apply to Katie? And I said, you know, they're talking about
one truck driver's wife can't speak for another truck driver's wife. Like, what the fuck? Doesn't matter.
The distance between them and their husband, and Katie's separated from her husband. I've been very fair on this topic, but it still doesn't change the fact. Do I believe she had this 3-hour conversation? I believe that the conversation was. I believe that their phones recognize that there's a lengthy conversation there.
Wow. You think?
Challenging that she was actually speaking on the phone. Or
wait, so she thinks that there's a 3-hour, she just put her phone down?
Actually sleeping or anything other than that what she's saying. Do I believe that she could or would? Yes, because I have people in my chat that have already stated that in their, again, truckers, because that's their husbands are long
they're truckers,
haul truck drivers, and so they go weeks without seeing their husband, just like Katie does. So I've been ultra fair about that, Johnson. Just FYI. If you come around here a little bit more, you'd hear.
Oh my god, girl, get rid of the green screen.
Just saying. But that is convincing language to me. And you've been around these streets long enough, I don't know how long you've been in true crime or not, or if it's just the drama community crap that's going on. But convincing language is a problem for me. And that was the absolute most convincing language that I've ever seen. She absolutely wanted us to believe that she went to bed at midnight, and that she went to sleep. So if those are the case, if that's what she's wanting us to believe, and she's trying so hard to convince us of that, that's what's making me believe that it's a lie. In my opinion, Chris will eventually end up.
Why can't any of her people spell? End up in prison and right. along with Katie.
in prison, right along with Katie,
These people are so
for
stupid.
protecting her and being an accomplice after the fact. I don't know. I would never, I love my family.
No, you're getting me wrong. I don't think any of them are responsible. I'm just saying if we watch actions and listen to stories, Seth is very inconsistent.
I would never put my neck out like that. Like, don't even call me because I'm the first. I would be the first person
what
to
the
go.
fuck
go
is
to the
this
police
person
to.
writing? Seth is to Sai. Oh, not a saint, maybe? No one is, but in my opinion, there is absolutely no way he has anything to do with this, just saying. Wow. Are you drunk?
Like, I don't play. Like, don't call me with that. Like, there's some things,
Oh my god, her voice.
Oh, you're riding dice. You'll do stuff for, right? You'll do a little, sideways. But you ain't doing a whole lot of sideways. Like, I'll cover your ass, right? You my BFF. Okay, I'll cover your ass. But I ain't. Nah. There's just that you're talking about something like clocking you in or whatever, but not something like this. This is.
I want to take bets on how long it's going to be until Laura's fighting with this Brittany J person.
When you deal with stuff like this.
Dumbass Laura was saying Sebastian is still in the house, probably stuck in the chimney. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, and you wouldn't smell that at all, right?
You got to make your circle small. And I think anybody like Chris and Katie know that. This is not something that but I still think his mother knows something. Do
you think his mother knows something?
3 times midnight I went to sleep, obviously. I believe KP hurt. Sebastian's CP is covering it up. 3 of his ex-wives had talked about.
Did this girl take down...
He's mean. He's mean as a rattlesnake.
Did this girl take down the live that Laura went up on her panel? Or is this the right channel? Which panel was it? This one? Because it was a couple of days ago. What the fuck? What is going on here? I'm taking your crown. Do they even have a chimney? Who knows? Laura thinks that everybody's stuck in a tree or stuck in a chimney because she saw one case, I guess, where that happened. And so, yeah, that's her fucking, that's her theory. They're stuck somewhere. I think this was the one. I don't know why, because I recognize the thumbnail maybe. Unless she took it down. Is she like a deleter? I don't know anything about this person.
Page now.
Oh no, I don't see anybody
That
on
has
the
written on.
Good God, it's stuck. Hold on.
Okay. The rules for YouTube is as long as crossing a boundary for a creator to get in a love triangle.
This
with
is
the victim's
stuck.
dad, I think that's worse than the ex stuff. I don't agree with.
I don't see Laura in the panel on this one. It looks like she's by herself. She probably deleted it. Yeah, well, that's what she's trying to do.
I'm not saying that.
Clearly. Let me drop my candle link. I don't know which one she was on. Anybody have any idea? I feel like it was a couple of days ago. I don't know which one it is. Which panel it is. What the fuck? Why is she showing the headphones like this? Yeah, I got headphones. This e-bigging idiot horrible. Laura is on the let's revisit. Yeah, it's not up here. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't see that one. Anybody? Let's revisit Seth Rogers. I don't see that on here. She must have deleted it. Unless I'm missing something. Look at Clipper. See if you could see the live from their clip. What the fuck? Why would she delete that one? It's there? What the fuck? Hold on a second. Because I 4 days ago. Oh, what the fuck? What just happened? Hold on. Chaos erupting. Am I on the right channel? Let's review. Oh, here it is. What the fuck? That was weird. Hold on. Oh my god, it's 4 hours long. This is just Summer Wells 2.0. Summer Wells 2.0. That's what this is, basically.
Funny how that works.
Oh, here we go. Alright, Laura comes up around here.
He was the kid. If he was, you know, and they live in another
Yep.
state, all my friends in New York would be here in 2 seconds.
What friends? Just saying.
I hope to God that we're not reaching that point, but I'm worried about it. It
Oh,
does
she has
feel very
multiple
similar.
channels. Okay, that makes sense then. Why? Is this like her main channel? 15,000 subs?
I know.
Crazy. And the side
Oh, we'll download it while we listen. No problemos. No problemos. Takes no time at all. Downloading. Keep this window open to continue. What was I gonna say? Laura does this all the time though. She sees 15,000 subscribers. She jumps up on the panel, and she's I'm New York friend. I ain't her fucking New York friend. She jumps up on a panel. You know, she's gonna befriend this person, but eventually she'll end up throwing her under the bus, and then their friendship will end very fucking quickly.
I heard that heartfelt speech that she gave on her
I guess Laura's back. I don't know. She needed a break.
channel this morning or whatever. If
Very odd break that she took there.
you're really doing this, she says she's not doing this for the numbers. She don't.
Didn't she live
Yep,
in
I
Florida?
got you.
Who knows?
Hang on 1 second. I'll drop it, Laura.
She's a
Why is
put
she
Laura's mad I was going over
monetized
it, I
talking,
guess.
girl? Because I'm tired of that too. These hoity-toity creators that act like they're
Oh, yeah, this part. Yeah, I'd like to comment on this part. 'Cause
exactly
It's pretty interesting.
Exactly, Pink Starburst. Exactly. Hey, Laura.
Hey, baby girl, what's up?
Oh, girl,
Hey, baby girl.
I am about to lose my mind over here.
I hear you. I know where you're at. Believe me, it takes a toll.
Laura always tries to do this. She always tries to find, like if somebody is like in drama, she finds a way to like insert herself and then relate it to herself and her own situation that she's going through. Hey, baby girl.
It definitely takes a toll on you after you.
Because Laura, whatever Laura could do to get up on somebody's panel and start playing the victim, she does it.
Years of it happening, though, I'll tell you that much. It really does. Takes a toll on your channel. Takes a toll on you. Been there,
Years of it happening, because, you know, you didn't participate in any of it, right?
done that. But one thing I want to say, you know, I used to like listening to nonsense, and she used to come after me. I used to laugh at her, but
Laura realized she's never going to be able to drop her candling in nonsense chats. Well, that's what's so funny.
I liked listening to her when she first started calling people out, and you know that because I said it. You know
Who?
that I enjoy listening to her. I don't know what snapped in her. I guess she thought
Yeah, it's her plight in life.
she can make the most money talking about you, and then it's like
Yeah.
all she talks about.
Yep.
And when I heard her say that, oh, you can't see past you're fighting with Granny, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Did Laura forget she started the whole drama with QB? Also, everyone forgot about how Laura had that woman show her DMs with QB and had everyone on panel to go at QB. Yeah, she forgets all that.
Any nonsense. If you were alive
Laura's avatar looks like Howdy Doody. It does.
right now, I would come up and tell you how you're full of shit. My feeling is when these people want to act like they're so, you know, the righteous do-gooders, as I call them, why don't
The righteous do-gooders.
you call out Queen Bee?
Nonsense never went after Laura. I think like one time she did commentary on Laura, and that was it.
For $70,000 and never showed one fucking receipt? Why aren't you calling out all these guys? You know, you called
Laura's penis envy.
out T-Rev for one day and then you stopped. Why? And I know T-Rev's your friend. I'm just saying.
I don't understand why she always does this. It's like, well, why aren't you calling out this person? And why aren't you calling out that person? And it's like, dude, it's like people could call out whoever the fuck they want. You know, like, why do they have to call out? If you have a problem with T-Rev, then call him out. You know, maybe Nonsense doesn't watch the guy. Why don't you call him out then?
In general.
Why don't you call these
Why
guys
don't you
out?
call out Pascal? Why don't you call out fucking Joseph Morris?
Joseph Morris. Does anybody take that guy seriously? I stopped taking that guy seriously as soon as I started watching him. I think everybody knows he's like the fucking National Enquirer of YouTube.
Who just makes up shit all the time.
And everybody knows that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you have a channel. You call him out.
He's got 700,000 subscribers. So this is the fight I've had with these do-gooders from day one. Like, literally from day one.
Literally.
That's why I can't respect any of them. Nonsense is over there. Like, it fits her.
So last week, Laura was like, oh, Nonsense is the only one I respect. I played it on here. Now it's like, oh, okay. She fucking, oh, T-Rev. There's Trev and then, all right, like Trevor, I guess. I don't know.
Her name fits her right now. Like, no shit. She's over there preaching about how everyone, you know, all these people are making money on this case.
Last week, she was the fucking bomb.com. What happened? She joined her memberships. What happened?
Bitch, so are you.
Bitch!
This case is the only thing you've talked about for fucking weeks. If
Facts.
you want to sit there and talk about somebody else making money on this case, that's all you're doing is making money on this case. Sit the fuck down.
All right, so Laura needs a little lesson. Her and her alter ego, Burgundy Blues, need a little lesson here in people making money. Now, I don't know about Nonsense, but, you know, Laura talks about how Burnt Toast is making all this money, right? So the other day I go to Burnt Toast's Playboard, and it says she made about $14,000 in the last year, okay? $14,000 really is not shit. I mean, it's good money for, you know, according to her alter ego, it's she made $100,000 in the last year. $100,000 in the last year. And I'm like, okay, let's go see. No, $14,000, dude, in the last year. She goes fucking live once or twice a week, right? For an hour, 2 hours tops. So you think that that's good money? She's like raking money in. Like, all right, you know, count her memberships in. Maybe she's like lucky if she takes home $20,000 for the entire year. Who could live on that? Nobody. She's like, she's raking in the money. Oh my God.
Everyone.
Nonsense is not making a lot of money. She's like, if she rakes in $30 live. That's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, YouTube takes fucking almost 40% of your fucking earnings on here, dude. So if you make $1,000, you're lucky if you get like 550 something of that, or like 600. If you make $1,000 in a month, you're lucky you get half of that, about half of it, and then you have to worry about taxes. So like, where's all this big money that she's talking about that's coming in? I just don't get it.
One of them, Laura, everyone. Oh my God, and to say that I'm sorry, I think you and Granny are friends, so I'm not trying to like.
Not anymore, because Laura had to fuck that up too, but they'll be friends again in like a week, so.
I mean,
in an F situation.
We're acquaintances.
Okay, but I gotta say this, and I'm gonna tell you, I respect you because I have heard you call things out, even when it wasn't in your benefit. Like the other day when you went up on Dietz's, I was like, yes, you knew it didn't do you any favors saying they come after Brittany, but you did it, and I appreciate that. But you.
I'm a mad for nonsense. I was waiting with my finger on the delete button just in case Laura dropped her candle link in there.
You see it. You see. And it's not just about me. I'm not the only one.
Yeah, this was before she was talking shit about grannies watching thumbnails.
But it is absolutely.
Like, not to be an asshole, but like, is anybody expecting anything from that girl that like she faked having cancer, didn't she? Like, okay.
You can't go on your panel and be like, oh, I'm not in it for clicks and views. I don't care if it's just 5. But then you see that you got this big mob of people that's willing to go to every live that's about me.
Yep.
Or every live that's about JLR or Betty or whoever. And that's who you focus on.
Do not believe anybody that says they're not here for money, clicks, and views while they're monetized.
Oh my God, dude. Laura, the money that most people in this community are making is not like anything to fucking ride home about. I'm sorry, but $1,000 a month or even a couple of $100 a month is not fucking good money to most people. Like, she's in like a fucking dream world where she really thinks that people are like bringing home the bacon here. It's like, dude, unless you have sponsorships and shit, you ain't making shit on this platform. Oh my God, dude.
If you have a channel that's not monetized and says it, I believe you. I will absolutely 100% believe you.
Yep.
But if you are monetized, do not try to say how you're not doing this with clicks and views.
I don't think everybody's here for clicks and views, though. I just don't.
Perfect example is, I don't know if you know who Burnt Toast is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So here we go with the burnt toast reference.
Burnt Toast says she's not here for money. Well, it's funny. For someone that's not here for money, I find it really odd that you've never once done a fundraiser through YouTube.
I don't know why she's so stuck on this fundraiser bullshit. I don't. She doesn't know what Burnt Toast does in her private life or what organizations she supports or donates to or doesn't donate to. Because again, most people who donate money or support charities, they do so privately. They don't need to brag to everybody that they're supporting charities. It's like, oh my God, dude.
You've never once.
Yeah, when has Laura done one? 5 years ago, exactly. But who cares? Like, in her brain, she thinks that she has to yeah, exactly. Where are Laura's receipts for her cancer donos she supposedly made? She took that off her website real quick. I mean, dude, in her mind, donating money makes you a good person. So if Nonsense does I'm sorry, not Nonsense. If Burnt Toast decides to do this, will you shut the fuck up about her and stop bringing her up every chance you get? No, you won't.
Given back to the community. Not once. You've never done
How is doing a fundraiser giving back to the community?
a giveaway. You've never done anything, but you.
Oh, so she's never done a giveaway, so she's not, she's not a good person, guys. Because the only way you could be a good person is by donating money and giving things away. That's the only way.
You rack in that money, and you've got now, 15,000 subscribers, and you got no problem raising money. Sit the fuck down with your bullshit.
She's not raising money, though.
And that's what I've been saying for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So this comes down to Laura's just jealous of the money that people are making. Which, again, if you're jealous of $14,000, Laura, I feel sorry for you.
I'm with you. And it's like
Which is probably the amount before YouTube takes their cut.
everything, even down to, they said, consecutively doing streams over and over and over about the same case. And the next thing you know, I can count 12 to 13 streams in a row about Sebastian. And
Yeah, the community doesn't benefit off a creator doing a fundraiser.
the case.
For weeks already. From the first time. From the very first time.
It just goes to show that Laura only did that fundraiser for this reason, so that she could be like, I did a fundraiser.
That I said I liked her, which I haven't been on my channel except for one time in a couple of weeks because I took a break. And this is like the only channel I've been on. And what I just don't understand.
You need to have Laura on the panel more often. She's a rock star. Oh my God.
How these people don't see like what is blatantly obvious in front of them. And I really believe that Nonsense is following Burnt Toast's lead.
Burnt Toasters.
Oh, let's go ahead and let's pick on one person and let's
Yeah, Burnt Toast is a self-proclaimed dumpster fire channel. Exactly.
only go after the females and let's say how they're doing wrong while all these
Let's only go after the females. Dude, 90% of this community is females, Laura. So, I mean,
other people are fucking running their mouth. And believe me, don't get mad at me, but I was cringing I was listening to your panel last night while I was working. And I was cringing.
working on that chicken wing picture.
I'm like, oh my God, just stop.
Oh, because of the Seth stuff? Yeah.
telling me they're
Toasteds, yeah.
wrong, they're wrong, they're wrong. And it wasn't you, it was podcast. And I'm literally cringing. But did you see me go live today to correct the misinformation? No. Why would I? It's not, this is what your chat wants. Your chat wants the craziness. Your chat wants.
Here we go again with her just assuming what people want. Like, you don't know that.
The speculation. Your chat wants the opinions that make me cringe.
For fuck's
It's my
sake,
choice
Laura,
to leave.
it's in the
not my
title.
choice.
Way to make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, why doesn't she call out these people, these guys, and all these other people that she wants to call out?
Yep.
But
Sorry.
that's what I'm saying. It's not my, even though it's my opinion that I think some of your panel guests are out of their fucking minds, it's not my place to say, or anyone else's, to say, oh, well, this is wrong and that's wrong. And that's your fucking opinion. If this is what they want, then leave them the fuck alone. That's it, plain and simple. But they can't do that. They have to be these righteous do-gooders and, talk about the case.
I don't know, Andy. Some girl named
She's
Brittany.
doing no different than anybody else, other than throwing in nonstop, well, I'm better than this and I do this. She talked about people donating.
I've never heard her say that, ever.
And she gives 10%. 10% to what? You haven't given jack shit to Seth's case. I mean, to Sebastian's case. What the fuck are you rambling about?
She's so worried about donations and all this shit. It's like, Laura, why are you always pointing? It's kind of weird. Because every time you're pointing to somebody else, it's like, well, what are you doing with those donations, Laura? How much did you give to breast cancer? Can we see those receipts?
Like, and her chat's eating it up because it's like Britney haters. It's just, the whole thing just pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, and
Then
then
stop watching it.
like everything that they say, and it's multiple and not just nonsense for me, but everything. Like at this point, why are you even here? Because you hate everything. You hate people speculating. You hate people giving their theory. You'd want to shut. Don't say you don't want to shut people's opinions down.
Because she's making money on it.
Yeah.
That's why.
And
And
if they do go by their own standards, Lord, they're going to box themselves in so much that they're not going to have anything that they're able to talk about, because they've built these ungodly standards that nobody can uphold.
Ungodly standards of just not exploiting people. That's ungodly. What?
Yeah, but I don't even believe that they're real standards. I think they're just full of shit. Because again, she's making money on this case more than some of the others that are covering it.
How does Laura know this, dude? She's really counting everybody's fucking pockets, huh? She must be sitting there, like, during the day, fucking just like, super chat, let me put it on my fucking spreadsheet. Like, how do you know how much money people are making on these cases, Laura? I mean, you could go on fucking Playboard and get an idea of how much money, which is probably what she's doing, on a regular basis to see how much money people are making. Let's see. Hold on a second. Whoa, that's so weird. Huh. I just opened my Google and I could still see, it's almost like it's see-through. I could see the other window. That's weird. All right. Anyway, hold on. Playboard. Let's see. She's making all this money. Everybody's making tons of money except Laura. She can't figure out why. That's really what this comes down to, is that she's probably not making, the same amount of money that she wishes she was making. When I do nonsense, I gotta do nonsense on the web. It's the only way I could get her channel to come up. Let's see if it comes up in here. Nope. EKC people suck comes up. That's weird. All right, hold on. Let's see if we just type nonsense in. Yeah, I don't know why her channel's not coming on. Hold on. Let me see if I type it like this. So weird. I can't get her fucking channel to come up. Oh, is that it? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let's see. Share this tab instead. Let's go down here. I mean, Laura, this is big money. $24, $80, $5. $3, $35. This is big money to you. Okay. For like how many times is she live? Total revenue for this is for the entire year, okay? $8,000. Last 7 days revenue, $144. Take 50% of that because that's what that probably is. That's probably more likely the real number right there. This is big money to her. I think just because she sees like super chats, she thinks it's a lot of money. And then she tells on herself because last week she was totally cool with nonsense, right? And clearly she's been watching her super chats. Oh my god, dude. Unbelievable. And she's like, why can't I get that? Couple $100, big money.
And she, said something about
she made $144 this week, guys. She's rich. She's rich. I gotta let the dog in. I'm gonna let this play for a second.
YouTuber. Oh, and I like this one. Okay, that's your opinion. And I like Brittany. So what is your point? What makes your opinion of someone more valid than mine? It's not. But that's what I'm saying. It's not. But she seems to think, and I see a lot of them do this. And let me tell you, sitting back for a couple of weeks now and just observing, you see things in a different light when you don't go live every day, and you just observe.
She sees it in a different light. Sounds like it's the same light you've always seen things in.
Everybody else, and I can't believe some of the shit I'm seeing. I'm like, are these people really kidding me? Do you not know this one's history? Why are you gonna bring up someone else's history? Like, just stop. Just stop.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly it. And then to say that I can't let go of the granny stuff, honey, you know one side of that situation. One side of it.
I agree.
I'd like nothing. Laura, I have tried multiple times. All I can say is look.
I've heard nonsense repeatedly say she has no issue with people making money on here. She explains her issues, and of course, Laura misses it. Yeah, exactly.
Hit my channel and then look at hers
hold
and
on.
then tell me who talks about who.
Lord.
I mean,
what are we barking at now?
Streams about me. The only time I've ever talked about this girl is when she brings me up.
She brings you up a lot, and you bring her up a lot. Fair is fair. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, not one of you is worse than the other as far as talking about each other, because you both think that each other are talking about each other as much. You know what I'm saying? But what I see with her is she slid her way into the righteous do-gooders.
Yep.
And that's where she's staying, which is fine.
Okay.
But they're not seeing history.
Brittany can't let go of the granny stuff. She lies. I don't know what happened between them two.
They're not, all of a sudden, like, certain people's history doesn't matter. Certain lies and scams that other people didn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Who is she talking about?
So
Yep.
They're not seeing the big picture. They're only seeing what they want to see because of numbers. That's my honest opinion. And that's kind of what I was throwing out when I went on Dietz's panel. I mean, I know I went up there hot. And I told Dietz privately, I said, I didn't mean to go up there that hot. I mean, I apologize. I did. I went up hot. But
I don't think it was. I don't think you were. I think it was it was warranted what you were saying.
Because I can't stand all these quote unquote righteous do-gooders. Just stop with the bullshit.
Quote unquote.
Your shit. You're here to make money. You're here to grow your channel.
Isn't everybody here essentially to like grow their channels? I mean, I guess a lot of people are, right? And
cover topics that grow your channel and just own it. And if you can't own it, then sit the fuck down.
Okay, Laura, that sounds like a good solution. Just sit the fuck down. If you can't own it, just sit the fuck down. It's like, what?
That's really how I feel. Because these people are ridiculous. They can't own it. Just fucking own it. Own it and shut the fuck up.
Okay. She's just mad because she's not making the money right now. It's like, dude, I said the other day, YouTube is it's ups and downs. When new people come, people want to listen to the new people. It's what in a few years those people will be, nobody will be listening to them. There'll be new people that'll come in. It just cycles into new people, just like TV does with new shows that come out. You get tired of watching the same show all the time.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point? What is there to gain by coming on here and being like, she's wrong, she shouldn't say that, oh, she said that, oh no,
It's called social media.
talking about the parents, and then half of these people are either supporting someone that's talking about the parents,
Right? Why does she care who owns up to it? Just focus on yourself already. Seriously.
or they're talking about the parents themselves. Like
And okay, so when people own it, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, then what?
every single thing that I've been called out for, and that others have been called out for, they do every bit of it.
I agree. I totally agree. There's nothing that I've learned from this case more than somebody that I rarely even watch, and that's Justin. And I've said it before. I love Justin as a person, as a creator. I don't enjoy his streams until lately,
Here we go.
and he knows it.
When there's just like things that you just shouldn't say, like, I don't know. It's like if that's your friend Laura and you don't like really enjoy his streams, just like, all right, keep it to yourself. Like,
That. Like, I tell him that all the time. And I don't think he enjoys mine much. But seriously, but I still care about him and like him as a person. I've known him a long time.
Yeah, that's not offensive.
But, I've learned more about this case from him going through every single aspect of it more than I have anybody else.
Yeah.
And, and that I can respect. But everyone goes after him for all these different reasons. But he's been pulling over 1,000 in
Who's even talking about Justin?
his life every
She's just like, oh, nobody goes after the men. And then she's like, everybody goes after him. It's like, make your mind up, dude.
time he goes live for
Yep.
months and months and months and months. So
She does every 2 seconds.
obviously, all these righteous do-gooders are wrong, and he's doing the right thing for his audience and what he
And
wants.
he's not even disrespectful at all. He's mild.
I
He's
agree.
absolutely mild, and he's even admitted, Laura, he would never that basically going out on the scene like he did before was a mistake, and he would not do that again.
Yeah.
The dude, he's Justin's a good guy. I wish that
Justin is fucking human NyQuil.
they would not talk shit on him, or she's got nicknames for him and stuff, and I just don't like that at all. It makes me mad.
But that's
I
what I'm
had
saying. Nobody is better than anybody. Nobody should be talking shit about anybody.
Laura, it's the fucking internet, dude. Like, Laura's not sitting in her Discord talking shit about people, right?
Now, there is some gossip, which I'm not going to talk to you about now, but
Nobody should be talking about shit about anybody. Now, there is some gossip. What? What?
understand why people are talking about it, and I would love to burst about it, but I can't. But I also
Oh my god.
want to tell you, I did check out that whole Nick stuff. Whoa.
Whoa.
Like, just whoa.
Like, whoa.
Oh yeah, right. Crazy.
Yeah, I went through that night. I went through all these lawyer streams that were like talking about it, and I was like, wow, this is serious. Like, one guy went through the whole warrant. I was like, holy shit, this is bad.
Justin went through the jail roster of one of the Idaho 4's father was in jail and accused people of being serial killers and doxed the shit out of so many people. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that would be something interesting for you to cover if you are planning on doing a stream.
That would be hilarious.
I'm thinking about it.
Laura doing Nick Rekieta.
You should do it. I would be there for it. I would. It's so sad. It really is. It's like a train wreck. And you
She's late to that game too.
watch progressively his downfall.
is like a train wreck, and that's what's so sad because you don't
It is like a train wreck.
like, dude, you're a fucking lawyer. You have
What do you think? Lawyers don't do drugs, Laura? But I really don't think she gets out much. You think that, dude, if anybody's doing the drugs and has the money to do the drugs, it's the fucking attorneys, Laura. You realize that emergency room doctors do drugs, fucking lawyers do drugs, politicians do drugs. I've seen videos of fucking politicians smoking crack in their fucking car and getting pulled over by the fucking cops. I mean, like, you really think just because somebody's a lawyer, that means that they live a straight edge life? You really think that? Teachers do drugs? I don't think she gets out much, dude. I think she has many friends that work in different fields. Bro. I remember my friend was an emergency room nurse, and he was telling me all these fucking stories about how he was out with doctors doing blow, okay? Not him, but the doctors doing blow, okay? And then they get called in to go do emergency fucking surgery. Like, I just don't think she has that many friends and talks to that many people and hears, like, these stories, dude. Like, I am not surprised whatsoever that an attorney with a shit ton of money is fucking doing drugs.
everything. You have a wife. You have 4 kids. What are you doing?
I mean, that's a great question. I agree. What the fuck is he doing? But it's not that uncommon.
Like, you and your wife, according to the Warren, his wife is like anorexic, so they're both doing it, and just see it all unfold right on in front of your eyes. It's like, whoa.
And then they got the side chick.
I know.
Crazy. And the side chick is one of the other Law Tube guys' wife that and they're going
no
through a
shit.
divorce. Yes.
Where do I find out about that? The lawyers that I watched didn't talk about that. They talked
What is
about
that freaking name?
the warrant, the arrest warrant, the drugs.
She actually makes a statement that he's the only lawyer that does cocaine. Oh my goodness, she's so stupid.
That was about it.
Hang on a second. They're on YouTube. Anybody know what I'm talking about? The
Laura's like the secret world of lawyers.
his name is Aaron something. Who's
That night, I'm like, I gotta look this up. Nick, we're kind of issues, blah blah blah. And I was like, I found one. That guy bored me, so then I put on another one, and then that guy was pretty excited. But I was like, whoa.
This bitch said alcohol doesn't lead to drug use. Alcoholism isn't the same as drug addiction. Oh my god, 2 different highs. Really? Really? She doesn't think it's the same? Okay.
This is bad. This is serious. And I asked my
Rick?
I know. How do you not know about the side chick if you've been following this story? She probably watched one fucking video about it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I know a lot of people from true crime are into Law Tube. I like purple hair. Forget her name.
Emily Baker.
I like her, but I don't get into Law Tube a whole lot. CP is doing a call in now. Oh God, Lee Bird. I cannot stream her. She would have my ass in a chokehold. Illuminati. She's got Chris Proudfoot on right now. Yeah, that's his go-to now.
I could stream it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, I can't because she'll hit me. I called her out on nonsense.
Laura's like, I could stream her.
Panel today for saying the F word. So
thank you, Melly.
Just my thing, though. Thank you, Melly.
Ricator hasn't practiced law for years. He made millions from YouTube. Yeah, she don't know that.
Listen, and I said it. I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't even necessarily want anybody to come for Clue. Don't
think of how crazy that is, though. Like the society we're living in, where it's like you could go through all this schooling, right, to get a law degree and everything, so that you can potentially, make a lot of money, and then you use that profession to come on YouTube and do commentary, and you end up making more money than you would have made if you were just an attorney. It's just like, it's insane.
Go for her. I'm just pointing it out that if I were to say that, They'd have my channel down the next day.
Dude, I totally can relate. I
By KB Bells. I totally can relate.
totally relate. Been there.
Do not use your debit card to 7-Eleven New York area. My account got wiped out and I learned it's happening. Oh shit. Well, I'm not in. Well, I'll be in the city tomorrow. But I don't carry cash, so.
Let me tell
There's nothing in my bank account right now, so.
you
Well,
something.
at least my main bank account.
One thing I learned: drama makes you fat.
Yep.
You can laugh at me. Maybe that's why so many in the drama community.
No. Drama does not make you fat. Eating food makes you fat, Laura. Eating too much food and not controlling your portions and not eating the right types of food and not exercising, that's what makes you fat. Okay? Or in some people's cases, it's just genetics and they just happen to have a slow metabolism and they try to eat. But in most cases, you become fat from overeating and indulging too much. Not drama. She cannot take responsibility for anything. It's like amazing.
Community are overweight. When I am not in drama, I lose weight all the time. I'm not kidding.
This girl's laughing because it's like a joke.
What do you mean? Because you stress eat?
Not changing my eating habits, which I need to do, but not changing my eating habits. Since I've been off YouTube, I've lost 7 pounds.
Laura lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks, dude. 2 weeks. She was off YouTube for 2 weeks and she didn't change her eating habits. And she wants us to believe this. Without changing her fucking eating habit, okay, and doing anything, she lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks. That is like almost impossible. If she did, it might have been water weight that she had gained while she was, I don't know, taking some type of medication for her cancer. Because 7 pounds in 2 weeks is a lot, dude, without doing anything to change it. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, could it be
It's the YouTube drama, right? That's where her brain goes to.
water? I've gained a lot because of all these cancer treatments. But I'm telling you, when I get in drama, I gain weight. I am convinced that drama causes weight gain.
Bro, she's obsessed with weight. It's bad.
So I just want to tell you that it's better off drama free. You don't gain weight. Drama on YouTube causes weight gain. I'm convinced of this.
Girl, stop.
I can see why. I mean, I definitely, I can see it because obviously, like you're super hyper focused on all the you probably stay online a lot more, which would mean you're sitting down more and you're not getting a lot of exercise or touching grass.
Yep.
I could see it.
She's that stressed out from YouTube, dude.
And stress
Oh my
and
God.
stress makes you gain weight. And when you're in drama, you're all stressed. So believe me, I've been there. I know exactly where you're at. And
She's gonna stick with this.
I had this conversation with
Yeah, you've never been drama free.
Granny a long time ago because I was where she was at. But this where people are coming after you and not caring about what one person says, but if you say it, then it's a big deal. I'll give you some advice too. I've been called racist 1,000 times. Someone calls you racist, you say, look, I know I'm not, but if you want to think I am, then that's on you. Like, I'm not going to sit here and try to change your way of thinking. You want to think I'm a racist? Go right ahead. I can live with myself.
She's just think I'm racist. Go ahead.
And that's what I do.
I would be very upset if people thought I was a racist. Like, I mean, I guess you can't control what some people say, but, you know, she's like, oh, you want to think I'm racist? Go ahead. Like, I mean, you can't really control what people think, but, like, I'd rather people not think I'm a racist at the end of the day.
With a lot of it.
It's like people wouldn't think that if you didn't say racist things, Laura.
You know, you want to hate me, think I'm a tragedy pimp? Great.
Like Atlanta's too dark.
I'm a tragedy
and you don't want to go there because of it.
I'm not going to change your mind. So that's how you have to think.
I love how she gives this advice to other people yet doesn't follow it at all.
People want to come after you and say, you're obsessed with, okay, great. Then I'm obsessed with Granny. Now move on. Shut the fuck up.
You mean like the way you say I'm obsessed with you, Laura? Yeah, great advice.
That's all. And hopefully eventually they will.
Like Laura just lets all this shit roll off her back.
Oh, come on, Julia. They're coming after her hard too. She said now
I have to pause this for a second because I have to excuse myself to go to the ladies' room. So I'm going to let this play because I have to go. All right.
I'm related to people in the case per someone named Jamal. Oh, I saw that person today, Julia. Don't you even worry about it.
Well, I think I heard that name. Where did I hear that? That Jamal.
Probably over on Granny Fanny's.
Who's Granny fan? Oh, great. No,
Granny.
I
Granny's watching.
I haven't watched her in a while.
Oh, you should, so you could hear how bad she. Like, listen. Even if you don't like Seth, even if you don't like him, that like the amount of the way that he's being talked about and treated from her and Illuminati alone is it's miles beyond what we'd ever say about Chris and Katie Broadfoot. It's awful.
By the way, did you hear? If I'm quoting this wrong, I apologize, but I think it was Jay is for Justice did a video comparing Seth and I think it was Seth and Don Wells.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Soaking wet. Hold on. Sorry.
I was like, wow, Jay, good job.
I hope to God that we're not reaching that point, but I'm worried
Yeah, she does have body dysmorphic disorder. or
about it.
something.
It does feel very similar.
That's kind
Not-
of weird.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there just yet as far as Seth goes, but I will say, like, I'm back. I have separated myself more so than where I was at before. I want to find this child. You know, can we please?
And you're really gonna do that sitting in your fucking living room? That's gonna happen.
Find Sebastian and stop fighting. I pray to God that
Holy
they
shit! I
find
found my husband's freaking screwdriver that I was looking for the other day. Whoops! I might have had it.
him. But we're talking about what, 3 months at this point?
See, I'm gonna
95 days.
let me tell you, the first time I was on your panel, I said something, and I'm going back to it. I don't think he ever left the house. I think he's somewhere in that house.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go.
I don't think he's alive, knock on wood, but I think he's in that house.
What do you
I
think
really,
happened?
really do. It was the very first thing I said, and I'm sticking with it. You know, like
Yeah.
first instincts. Where he is, I don't know, but I don't think he ever left the house.
Mm.
I do remember you saying that.
I said he maybe got caught in a chimney somewhere, or maybe he's.
Bah.
But by now,
You would.
yeah, I guess it would smell.
You think? You think? It's been 2 months, Laura. What do you mean by now? By 2 months ago would have. Oh my gosh, she's so stupid. I'm gonna join this from my phone because I need to get a cup of coffee.
But cops are saying that they don't believe he left the house. Well, there's no footprints anywhere. He's got to be somewhere in that house. Where? I don't know.
There's no footprints anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did say that he okay, Chris said that the law enforcement has came to that house and searched so many times over. I don't believe that. I don't.
I don't believe that either.
Dude, you don't think law enforcement's been to their house several times? All right, hold on. I'm going to leave it on that note. I really need another coffee. Oh, shit. Sorry. Hold on. And I need to get hand lotion. All right. I just, it, by the way, hold on. Am I, can you guys hear me? I think so. Little promotion there. I went to Bath and Body Works yesterday and they're having one of their like clearance sales, their little clearance events. So there's like tons of hand lotions, like the full size ones for $3.95, I think it was. So I picked up a whole bunch of them because I was like, ooh, you can't go wrong. Just to have some hand lotion all over the house. Because I need hand lotion. Lots of it. Seth has even said that law enforcement has searched the house. I mean, like, that's just ridiculous to assume that law enforcement hasn't searched the house. Like, there's a missing child. They're going to search the fuck out of your house. I mean, come on. That's just common sense. Give me a break. She's like, I don't believe it. Okay, Laura. You don't believe it. Okay.
And guess what? The unknown footprint someone called Laura. Oh my god. Oh yeah, yeah. Granny is watching. Has been getting a lot of people in her chats. It's killing her. Killing her. I'm sure it's killing her. She is definitely watching those numbers. That's why she left for a couple of weeks, because everybody was getting good numbers. They're covering this case, and she's not there. She's not quite there. She's not quite there. People doing better than her, she can't handle that shit. I don't watch Granny's watching personally, but wait a second. Oh, Beefers, it's your earrings. I'm like, wait a second. This is my package that I sent out. All right. I don't know if burnt hot dog's in here, but thank you. I got your package back that I accidentally sent to you. That's what this is all about. She don't get the same numbers doing true crime that these other people are getting. Like nonsense. Not that nonsense. I wouldn't even really consider her a true crime channel, but she's getting good numbers, covering what she's covering, right? So, Laura sees that. If she can't join them, she beats them. If she can't join in and share in the wealth that everybody else, everybody else's success, then she'll just turn around and start knocking them because she can't, participate. And she'll be doing the same thing to this girl soon. If this girl starts getting numbers and Laura, she won't allow Laura to participate, because you'll see her audience will start getting annoyed, especially when Laura starts fucking insulting them, like saying things like, "Oh, your chat wants false information," or whatever the fuck she said. It's gonna turn into a shit show. She's gonna throw this girl under the bus somehow. The friendship's not gonna work out. We've seen it 1,000 times. I buy the largest bottle of CeraVe hand lotion and put in small bottles, add a few drops. Ooh, that's a good idea. Of essential oils to it. What did I get yesterday? Hold on. Well, I bought a pair of pants, but that's a different story. Oh, Tahiti Island Dream, which smells really good. And then, I forgot the name of the other one. It's in my car, I guess. I just need hand lotion. And I don't know why, but Bath and Body Works hand lotion is like the only one that I like. Like I have other ones and I have tons of other brands from like whatever, Walmart. And for some reason, the consistency and the texture of the Bath and Body Works lotions is just like perfect for me. Yeah, she does need to embrace the fact that she's just not good at true crime, unfortunately. I mean, I'm still waiting for candles and crickets. I don't know about you guys, but I'm still waiting. Been patiently waiting for months now, Laura. Where is the fucking channel, dude? When are we starting this? When the fuck are we starting this? Yeah, Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry, Misty. There's a huge sale going on right now. So get on over there. A lot of like summer scents too. I forget what the other one was called that I got. I'll think about it. All right. Let me get back on my computer. I am so tired, which is probably a good thing. Hold on. Oop. Oh, wait. Yeah. All right. Well, that's probably a good thing because I have to get up so early tomorrow. So hopefully it means I'll fall asleep early tonight. All right. Sorry. I needed another coffee.
I don't think that because it's been treated.
Yeah. Pugs wrote yesterday. I thought it was like the weirdest thing. She's like, "Oh, our Bath and Body Works closed, and then I can't. I have to drive." And I'm like, "What do you mean you only have one Bath and Body Works? Because I have like 10 of them around me." I'm like, "Oh, that sucks."
He did like he's a runaway.
I will have candles coming out hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully.
for so long now. I mean, I feel like they dropped the ball.
Something just isn't right. I don't know what yet, but just something
No shit.
isn't right.
Clearly something isn't right. The kid disappeared, right?
Well, think about, yeah, but it is, something is off. Way
And
off.
everyone knows I still think Katie and Chris are innocent. However, you know, I did hear through random YouTubers that some things that definitely caught my ear. One, I understand why Chris and Katie didn't look in the beginning, but it's way past the beginning. So what about now? Why?
Now it's going to be even harder to search, Laura. The more time goes on, the harder it's going to be to find this kid. You know? Guess you never watched the show First 48, right? Because, like, if you don't solve a crime within the first 48 hours, it just becomes more and more and more and more difficult as every day goes on. Because what happens is witnesses forget things, okay? You know, so their stories start changing and, you know, evidence starts wearing or washing away, DNA evidence. You know, if there's a body, that starts to decompose. Things start to disappear after the first 48 hours. So it's way harder 2 months out to find this kid than it's going to be, you know, in the first day or so that he went missing.
Where are they looking now? I heard about Katie. Oh, Katie's family. Why isn't Katie's family looking? Which is kind of weird.
But how does anybody know that the family's not looking?
Why isn't Chris's family looking? Why aren't grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins looking?
But how do you know that they're not, though? I mean, does she realize, like, finding this kid is basically at this point like finding a needle in a haystack? I hate to say that, but that's what it is, dude. Just like Summer Wells. It's like, dude, you got this little... Think about how small we are on this planet. Just one person. You know, just in your own town. Think of how many places you could hide in a town. How many houses there are in a town. I mean, I know they live in Tennessee, so it's probably not as populated as it is here. But, like, that's even scarier. There's woods, there's trees, there's mountains, there's fucking, you know, so many places, rivers, so many places that this kid could be at this point, and you don't know what you're looking for. You don't know if you're looking for a kid who's alive or a kid who's not alive anymore. Where the fuck do you look, dude? You know?
Why?
I agree.
I understand why parents may not look, but what about the rest of them? It almost makes me think that he is fine somewhere and they know where he is. That's why they're not looking. And I don't care that they live X amount of miles away. If one of my kids went missing, I can assure you, my mom would be here in 2 seconds. My uncle.
Okay, but yeah, I'm sure that would happen, but eventually your mom, your uncle, whoever you're talking about, wouldn't be able to stay and search for the long, you know, for months at a time. People have jobs and houses and pets and whatever to take care of.
Would be here in 2 seconds.
Katie doesn't have a relationship with her family. Oh, really?
Yes.
You know, and they live in another state. All my friends in New York would be here in 2 seconds.
What friends?
So I'm not buying the whole, oh, well, they live in another state. Doesn't matter. It's your grandkid. It's your nephew.
Exactly.
Okay, Laura, not every grandparent has the ability to just throw their fucking lives in the air, you know, and leave their homes for months at a time. Like, that's just not reality.
I mean, something. So that kind of struck me as odd. Like, yeah, where's grandparents? Why aren't grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles? Why aren't they doing any interviews?
Why do they need to do interviews?
I don't know. Just something.
Why would cousins need to do interviews? Like, what is that gonna do?
No, you're right. I've thought about that too. With and I mean, even with Chris's family, we've seen nothing. The only thing that we've heard about them at all is they were at the Proudfoots when they were out, when Katie and Chris were out of town, Chris's family was at the Proudfoots, and they would chase after cars like that were riding by or whatever. But never any.
That's what I want to know. Interviews about what exactly? What are the cousins gonna say? Oh, he's missing. Okay, we know that.
Any like think about this. How many families do y'all see go in front of interviews or do interviews on press conferences where you got like
Yeah.
all the whole damn family out there with shirts on, you know, and you got grandmas and uncles and aunts. And my family, I'm with you, Laura. Mine would be the same way. This is one of these very unorthodox cases that there's just so many red flags and a lot that's not right. And I think Sebastian was failed. I really do.
I don't think he's dead though. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I
You just said you thought he was in a chimney.
think that Katie put him somewhere.
Right. Not everyone has the same family dynamics. Right.
That he's somewhere, and the family I know.
That's the problem with a lot of these people, these true crime people, is that like they can only think from inside their own like lives and their own experiences and their own families. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't see like outside that. Like everybody's family is different. Everybody acts differently in different situations. You could take the same situation, put my family in that situation and put my husband's family in the situation, and it would be totally different because his family is so different from my family. You know, the way they act, the way they go about things is just totally different from my family. They're more quiet, reserved people. They don't like to be, you know, like in the spotlight. Like my family's all over social media posting, like, you know what I'm saying? Then his family's more quiet and reserved. They're just different people, you know, like everybody's families are different. So I mean, I could never say because I don't know these people. I don't know how they normally act. So I don't know if their behavior is weird because this might go right along with their normal behavior.
just said he was in the house, but if he is not alive, he's in the house. If he's alive,
If he's not alive, he's in the house. Where, Laura? You don't think that law enforcement has searched that house up and down multiple times?
Katie put him somewhere so she didn't have to give him.
I mean, there was one case that I watched a while back where law enforcement came in the house, searched the house, and it ended up that the body was in the house in like a Tupperware bin in the basement or something. And there was actually body footage camera, you know, footage of that. Like, could it possibly be? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure in this case, since there's no evidence of him actually leaving the house, that they did a very thorough search of the house.
To Seth. I firmly believe that.
What did she say? She firmly...
So she house. If he's alive, Katie put him somewhere so she didn't have to give him to Seth. I firmly believe that.
Why would she not want to give him to Seth? Didn't the kids spend the weekends with the dad anyway? It's not uncommon for kids that, you know, divorced parents to spend the summer with their other parent. Not uncommon at all.
And the more I'm talking, the more I'm thinking about what I'm saying. And yeah, I kind of think that Katie's family Katie brought him somewhere. And he's perfectly fine. She just didn't want to go with Seth.
Why though? Why all of a sudden would she not want him with the dad? This is a couple that clearly had a contemptuous relationship, right? Have fought back and forth with each other. Had a very fucking volatile divorce, it sounds like. Why, if she thought something was going on at the dad's house, I'm sure she'd be in court trying to get that stopped instead of dragging the entire fucking, you know, police department and all these people on the internet through this bullshit to only find out, yeah, he's at his grandparents' house. I mean, come on, dude.
I've thought about that too, and that's why maybe Chris is so gung
Yeah, she did have to give him to Seth, right?
ho about protecting her, you know?
Probably. But I don't think Katie did him. I really don't. I don't know. The more I keep thinking about it, the more I keep thinking, all right, nah. He's on. Like,
Let me ask you though, Laura. Did you listen to that interview with them on Queen Bee, Katie
no.
and Chris?
I only listen to some of it on someone
No, but she's
else's
gonna have
channel.
all these opinions.
Oh.
No, she was busy fucking clipping my fucking 6 months old fucking lives and shit. Oops, sorry. Did I just say that out loud? I did.
Okay, we listened to Seth last night on Bullhorn Betty.
I heard that. That I heard
Okay.
on
Seth, and listen, this is not me being biased, y'all. I'm not happy with him lately. So I feel like I have more of a clear mind when judging this. But the way that he acted, what in my opinion, is very indicative of how an individual that's grieving for the loss of their child or their child that's missing, how they would act. You know, when he's recollecting these things that about Sebastian, like the food Sebastian, like is telling stories about what they did, he broke down. You know, he started crying. Katie did that for like an hour. She talked about Sebastian and told many stories about him and different foods. He like never once did she break down.
All right, let me just say something. This is a great indicator that all these body language fucking experts don't know shit, okay? I just watched last night on Gray Hughes' channel. He had some body cam footage of Madeline Soto, right? This fucking Stephen Stearns, whatever the fuck his name is, and the mom, okay? Being interviewed by the police when she first went missing. They're standing in the mother's insurance. I think she either works for or owns an insurance, some type of insurance company, okay? So they're standing in like the front lobby of this building, and it's her, the mom, the grandmother, who's kind of off in the background, and then a bunch of family members, okay? Cousins, aunts, uncles, like the whole, family is there. This guy, if you watch him on this fucking video, it is truly unbelievable how he's standing there knowing what he did to this little girl. Totally normal. You would never suspect. I'm sorry. You could say, oh yeah, like Ray was saying last night. You could say, oh, look at him, he's acting suspicious, but that's okay. Hindsight's always 20/20. If you watch that and get out of your mindset that you know that he did this, and just watch his behavior, he looks totally calm, cool, and collected, like nothing happened. Like he's really sitting there worried about that. I mean, he put on a great performance, So it's like so hard to say, to sit here and watch people and how they're acting and be like, oh yeah, they're guilty, because like I would not watch that video. If I would have seen that video before I knew what happened to her, I would never think that guy did anything to her from that video. So you have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea. Not a single person in there is crying. Exactly, especially because at that point in time, people were probably like not thinking the worst, they're like, okay, this is just like a weird thing, like what happened. The mom looks very nervous. She's like very, very, very jumpy, but she seems to be the most worried in the room.
She didn't cry one time. I mean, it was almost,
like crying could be guilt. That guy, Stephen Stearns, in the interview started crying in the interview. Okay, guess what? He's guilty. So crying doesn't mean that you're not guilty.
Says like it just didn't affect her, and it's not like I'm trying to, stay hyper focused on this lady and be like, you don't cry, but your child, you're not talking about a kid that's been, missing for a year or two.
He's been missing for a few months at this point,
or that's passed away. This is very fresh. This just happened.
It just happened. What, we're going on 3 months now.
See, you don't know where he's at.
That's also why I tend to think that he's not dead, or that you didn't kill him, because I think naturally you would cry, no matter how tough you are. Naturally, you would cry knowing that you killed him. So, but if she knew where he was,
bro, what is in her throat?
And knew that he had shoes and he had this and he had that and he had everything that he left. I don't know. I really think that she knows exactly where he is.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Maybe. Maybe
I lost my son in 2019. I rarely cry. Some people just don't cry like a lot. I'm not a big crier. When I do cry, I cry. But, you know, I like when I lost my mom, I cried more. I feel like in the last few days of her life while she was still here than like after she passed away. Because I think I just went into like shock after that. And I just like, I don't know if you know, everybody handles grief differently. For me, I went into like complete emotional shutdown shock where like I couldn't feel anything. I was like, because all my emotions, I had anger, I had grief, I had, you know, sadness. Like it was just so much. And I cried so much prior to that while she was in the hospital and worrying and all that I think I like cried myself out, and then I just went into emotional shock where I just like felt like I didn't even have emotions for a little bit, and that was kind of scary, I gotta be honest with you. But like I don't cry in front of people. I'm not a person who breaks down a lot and cries in front of people like that, and I just never have been my whole life, you know, but I do cry. I just don't try not to cry in front of people. I really try to like fight it back and hold it back. Yeah, I was kind of young, Suzanne, but not that young. There's so many people that, you know, that have lost their parents way younger than me.
she does. I can swallow that a lot more than, you know, something happened to him. I would take that any day, and I mean that would make sense.
I mean, just not everybody's a crier. Like my mom, she used to cry like so, like, you know what I'm saying? She would just cry immediately. I'm not like that. I don't know. I think just people are so different. That's why every time people are always talking about whether people are actually crying or not, I'm like, I never really judge people on that, because it's like, you can't say. Everybody's different. Some people could hold themselves together and talk about things without crying, and some people can't. It's, you know, it depends.
Because here's the thing.
I know I'm I feel so bad for you about your nephew. I'm very sorry about that.
Only logical.
We talked about this privately, but yeah, very sad. I'm very sorry about your loss.
Explanation is that she did not want him living with Chris, so she hid him somewhere. The reason I say that's like the only logical explanation is because if she wanted to get rid of him, she was already getting rid of him. She was giving him to Seth. He was going to live with Seth. So there was absolutely no reason for her to do all this if she was just quote unquote trying to get rid of him. She
Trying to get rid of him. What?
wouldn't have to kill him.
People accidentally die sometimes. I mean, that could be a possibility. You know, something could have happened that didn't mean to happen. Who knows?
Right.
I believe in an accidental death of a 15-year-old. You know, maybe.
Why can't a 15-year-old accidentally die, Laura? Wait, hold on. Hold on. I gotta rewind that. Why?
If she was just quote unquote trying to get rid of him, she wouldn't have to kill him.
Right.
If she was quote unquote trying to get rid of him, she wouldn't have to kill him.
I believe in an accidental death of a 15-year-old. You know, maybe of a baby.
Why couldn't a 15-year-old accidentally die? Like, that happens. I mean, she's like, maybe of a baby.
But not of a 15-year-old. So.
Really? You don't think that a parent could get so mad, right? That they go in the room, they're yelling at the kid, they hit him, and that one blow could kill somebody if it's hard enough, right? And then they like snap out, oh shit, you know, what did I do? I accidentally killed this person. Like, you don't think that could happen? Because I do. I mean, it's possible. I don't know if it happened. I don't think it happened in this case. I'm just saying, like, it could be a possibility.
You know, I'm thinking that being that her family hasn't done anything, her family's not at press conferences, she's not crying, tells me she's got him hidden somewhere and he's perfectly fine.
Oh my God, Laura. She's got him hidden somewhere. I mean, really? You think that? She's gonna drag all this on to hide him somewhere? For what reason? Doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I mean.
Or she gave him, put him somewhere. So if a lie
Put him somewhere, like he's a hat. Like, here you go, put the hat over there.
detective says, "Do you know where your son is?" and she says no, she's not lying. She's passing.
Oh my god, dude. So what she's trying to say here is that, you know, she just gave him to somebody else and was like, here, put him somewhere. You know, this way, if I have to take a lie detector test, I'll pass it. Like, okay.
And I wonder, the more I think about it, the more I talk about it, the more I realize there's a good chance that she gave him to his mom, her mom, let's say, and then say, Mom, you know, put him somewhere, but I don't want to know. I don't want to know where he is. Let me know he's okay. And this way she wouldn't have to worry about failing a lie detector, knowing where he is.
What?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so one thing I want to ask real quick though. 7, who ripped on you? Are you all right? What do you mean? I hate that. People should be able to have their own opinions. TF says, Lord,
You can have your own opinions all day, but, you know, don't expect people to fucking side-eye them when they're dumb as fuck.
Laura isn't thinking about the Chris custody case with Nina coming up, and Sebastian was on the list.
It doesn't matter.
Have we been able to confirm that though? Like,
hold on. A 15-year-old is not going to be on a custody case
Oh, Mama Bear, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
list. It's not going to happen. No lawyer is going to put a 15-year-old autistic kid on a witness list.
What?
No, I'm not buying that at all.
Why not, dude? He's high functioning, so his opinion doesn't matter. But why would he be on the witness list for the dad's custody battle with another woman? Doesn't even make sense.
I would have to see hard-ass proof of that.
Because every custody battle is the same as Laura's was.
That I don't believe.
I would like to get, because
Who said
Hey,
he was on the
Justin,
custody
I would
list?
like to get-
That doesn't even make sense.
some evidence of that too, because now if we did find out by some chance Sebastian was set to speak, then that would be a horse of a whole other color. But I just don't know, y'all. That just never seemed. I'm with you, Laura. That doesn't seem logical to me that they would pull a kid in.
They're not going to take the word of a 15-year-old autistic child as anything in a custody fight.
How does she know this?
Unless he was the kid. If he was the one, you know, in the middle of the custody fight, that's one thing. But he's not involved in the custody fight at all. So no, I don't agree with that at all. I don't.
Oh my god, dude.
I call bullshit on that.
Is she really, Tia? Her daughter's on there? I don't know. But I will tell you that's the only conclusion that I would be able to draw as to why they would need him gone.
And but let me tell you that I don't know where that rumor or thing started, but I'm in Alabama, which is right next to Tennessee. This is the South.
Oh, this is great. This fucking next part right here.
They fully believe in spanking kids.
Guys, everybody in the South fully believes in spanking their kids. Every single person that lives in the South.
Fully believe in whipping a kid's ass.
Where the fuck did she get this from, dude? Where is she getting this from?
So, to think that...
This girl keeps laughing because I think she's like so uncomfortable because Laura's just so stupid.
Chris, you know, smacking his ass or hitting him with a belt, that's normal shit here. Like, that's not out of the norm. Yeah. So, like I said, this is...
Only in the South, guys. Have you seen the doc? Yes, I did. I saw it, Angel. We talked about it maybe the last time I was live, I think.
The South. I'm surprised they still don't let teachers, you know, hit kids.
Wow, dude.
So, even if that was the case, no, if it was California, maybe a different story, but not here.
What?
And I don't think Chris beat him like that.
Oh my god, bro.
I don't think
I don't know.
kids really want custody. I think it's just a child support thing. That's just my own personal opinion.
Laura's parenting lock on the fridge. Need I say more? Yeah.
Man's never had a child in his life.
Well, one of the do-gooders challenged us that we need to listen.
Bro, like you cannot say that. There's what do you think? There's not people in New York that fucking hit their kids, dude. That smack their fucking kids. I got my ass kicked, and I'm from New York.
Listen to Seth's interviews.
I got the paddle in my fucking garage to prove it.
So I'm going to take them up on their offer because
No, I've never felt the need to lock food up, and if I do, I would expect somebody to fucking like bring me to a mental institution, dude. And my son eats nonstop.
you know, it's been stated that we're biased.
But he's also very active, so.
Look at Seth in a good light and all of that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull them up.
I said that to Justin yesterday. I said, don't block me, but when are you going to go through all of Seth's interviews?
Yeah.
So he ignored me. He didn't answer me. I know he's in chat. He
ignored me.
I'm sure he will. He's been pulling them 7-hour streams.
Yeah, the hitting kid things is like more of a generational thing to me than it is like a southern or northern thing. I think it's a generational thing. My parents were hit. They hit us, you know, and I broke the fucking curse, dude. I don't fucking beat my kid up because I personally just don't know what it does. You know, I don't think that it does any good. I can't bring myself to beat the shit out of my kid. I just can't, you know, as frustrated as I've gotten with him. And I have a temper problem myself. Well, used to. I mean, I don't feel like as I've gotten older, my temper's definitely, you know, gotten better. But I just don't see what it does to hit your kid. Like, logically, what are you getting out of that? So, and I'm talking like beating the shit out of your kid. I don't see what it teaches your kid. I just don't see it. And I just can't because he's so tiny. I've seen friends of mine smack their kids and shit, and I'm like, whoa, dude, like, I can't do it, sorry, but it's a generational thing. Our generation, we don't really do it as much as the older generations. Chris Proudfoot, I'm not sure how old he is, but he looks like he's a little older, and you could tell he's a little old school, you know, and that's a generational type thing, not north-south.
I know.
Going through all of the Proudfoots, but I'm going to go through Seth's. I'm starting with the one tonight over. I think it's Pascal.
She loves to generalize people, though.
Is it Pascal or Dolly, y'all? I got to go look on Dolly.
My son was perfect when he was growing up. Never hit him.
Somebody's telling me it was Dolly's. I didn't know he ever went to Dolly's.
Then I heard something about.
I never did spankings. Like, I don't know. My parents used to beat the fuck out of us. My mom had the paddle. My dad had the belt. We used to get our asses kicked.
The GoFundMe that he said his sister started or something 3 days after so-and-so went missing.
So-and-so?
After Sebastian went missing. And there was something, I think it was on Nonsense who played it. Something was weird about it. I don't remember what it was, though, but something was weird. I think they're all fucked up. I think every single one of them are whack. I think
this whole place reunionized this case, period. What do you mean reunionized?
Seth is whacked. I think Chris is a narcissist, and I think Katie is just...
Dude, Laura thinks everybody's a narcissist. Everybody's a fucking narcissist. So a man that stands up for his wife, he's a narcissist. Okay.
What's the word I'm looking for?
I think Katie's very detached. I don't think
codependent.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cool. But I never thought about this until last night.
Laura's fucking codependent, right? Because she was a narcissist. Everybody's a narcissist according to Laura.
somebody had actually said it in chat, so I can't even take credit for this. But you know, she didn't have a very good upbringing. Her mom has a terrible record. So I'm wondering too if like some of this is misplaced. Like we're looking at her thinking, you know, she did something, whereas more maybe she's just not. She doesn't know how to show love or affection, and maybe that's where we're seeing
Maybe she's just in shock.
this disconnection. You know, she's very detached.
Yeah, but that could be, and I don't know because I don't know her personally, but that could be not a defense mechanism, her coping mechanism.
Yeah,
You know, she may just be coping this way.
Right.
Sure could be.
Wow, it's the only smart thing Laura said this whole time.
I would rather see her be like this than like Susan Smith and, you know, hysterical crying when she knew she murdered her own kids. You know what I mean?
God. Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't say she's detached because I don't know her personally. I don't know what she's like normally. But I can say that I just find it a little odd that she, not that she's not crying, but that she's not looking. And the only reason I have for that is what I said before, that she knows exactly where he is. Or
That's the only reason, guys.
she gave him someone who knows where he is.
Nobody knows where he is.
Dolly.
I really don't think that at this point she would drag people through, you know, all this, knowing where this kid is. I mean, come on, dude.
You got to be kidding, y'all.
That's what I think, Sarah. I think possibly, just like with Summer Wells, I think quite possibly they were lured away from their homes by an outside force.
Dolly took his.
You don't know if there was a teacher, somebody at school, a janitor that could have, you know, told them, hey, meet me here at this time. I'm going to drive by your house, you know. Didn't do it over the phone. I'm going to bring you, you know, somewhere. And then, boom, the kid goes out. Who knows?
He's just about deleted all of them.
Dolly made his money. He's good.
Lord, Dolly.
The next.
No, he deleted. Well,
I can't believe he deleted the video with Seth. That's the one that you, oh, here we go. Dolly's exclusive interview with okay, I take it back. I'm sorry. Are y'all sure this is Seth's first interview? Was with Dolly?
Dolly or Pascal? I thought it was Pascal.
I thought it was Pascal. Are we sure? I could have swore he
did play COD at his dad's. He could have made friends with a predator. Yeah, that's what I think.
gave one
What's COD? I don't know what that game is, but
with Pascal first. Who was out searching for Sebastian today?
you know what it is? Like, we don't know what this kid's day-to-day life was. Like, did he have friends? Did he, you know what I'm saying? A friend's parent that, like, could have been a creeper. Who knows?
Daisy Doll.
I don't know, like, how, Call of Duty. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? How social he was, or how often he was out of the home with friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's there for CrimeCon.
Oh,
Well, I don't think
okay.
that was something. He's there for CrimeCon. He's in Nashville for CrimeCon.
I wouldn't delete all the streams. I mean, I don't know. I guess he did what he did, but Dolly wasn't first. I thought that
Tristan Bailey was lured out by a boy her age, and he stabbed her 114 times. Oh my God, he was 14 years old. Yeah, kids are capable. Right, could be another kid, could be a classmate. That's like, no. For somebody to leave the house without their shoes on, I feel like it had to be somebody just being lured and rushing him. Like, come on, just go. Just come on. Don't worry about your shoes. I got shoes, you know? Like, just trying to get him out of the house real quick. I mean, she's so crazy. All the parents said he had no friends. That makes me so sad.
that was
That was a weird thing that they said, too, on the thing the other day, the Madeline Soto video. They were like, she didn't know where her friends lived. I'm like, what? But then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I bet you if I asked my son where most of his friends lived, like from around here, from school, he probably doesn't know because he went over this girl's house the other day. Oh my God, guys, I can't. My son's getting old. He cut his hair. All of a sudden, he got obsessed with getting a haircut, right? Cutting his mullet off. And I'm like, what's going on here? I thought he was copying some other of the boys who cut their hair recently from hockey, but I come to find out, I think he has a crush on a girl. I was like, no. But anyway, he went over this girl's house the other day, and it's a girl he's known like his whole, life pretty much, because they've been in school together since pre-K. And I go over there. The little girl, they went in the pool. The little girl's got her bikini on, and she's not wearing like a little girl bikini. Like, she's wearing like a grown-up bikini. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? But I was like, it's so weird. There's a couple of boys that live within like, like, I guess walking distance of my house. And like, I'm like, why don't these boys, like, I don't know, the kids are just so different nowadays. Like, I feel like they spend more time online with each other. I noticed this with my cousin too when she was younger, because she's like, I have a cousin that's like 10 years younger than me, and I used to babysit her all the time. So she's like more like solid millennial generation, where I feel like I grew up more with the Generation X, I'm right on the cusp of millennial and Generation X. And I feel like for us, through our childhoods, like the internet wasn't there. We didn't, we talked on the phone. I mean, I remember sitting on the phone with my friends for hours and hours and hours. We would sit there and watch TV together on the phone, but like this generation spends a lot of time socializing online. And even my cousin, she used to come home from school, because I used to pick her up from school a lot because my aunt worked. So I'd go pick her up from school, and she would go home, and the first thing she would do is she would run downstairs and run to her computer and start instant messaging people. And like, she didn't really hang out with her friends that much. Like, I noticed, like, I used to go over this person's house, that person's house, this person's house. And I feel like starting with that, like, millennial generation, they like don't go out and go to friends' houses as much. I feel like a lot of their social time is online, which is kind of sad, but also at the same time, it's like, good, you're in my house, I don't have to worry about you anywhere else. But it is, it's like, even with my son, I'm like, I asked him the other day, I'm like, how come the boys from your school, like, every time he asks the kids to hang out, when he actually has time to hang out, which isn't often because he's always at hockey, but like when he has time to hang out, like, I don't know, like yesterday, this kid comes by, his friend drives his bike over here, literally stayed here for 2 minutes and then left. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I don't know, he left. I'm like, that was weird, like, I don't know, they don't spend a lot of time like really hanging out and going to each other's houses, I feel like, the way we used to when we were kids. Am I wrong, or is it just my kid? I don't feel like it's just my kid, because I feel like my cousin was like that too. All my cousins, they spent more time home socializing online with each other. So like starting like 10 years after, I feel like my generation, it's just totally different, right? Or wrong, I don't know. But maybe he had friends online, but he didn't have friends in real life, the kid. I don't know. That makes me incredibly sad, though.
Terry Lynn was about Seth, y'all, not Chris. Terry Lynn interviewed Seth?
It just makes me sad that my son's growing up. I'm like, oh my God, where's the time going? It's going too fast. Like, I just want to keep him little forever.
I don't know.
On TikTok.
Yeah, right. They see people as Abbies on screens. It's really, really sad. He hangs out with more of his hockey friends. Like, he goes over their houses and sleeps over their houses, which is fine with me, because at least I know the parents. Like, the school friends, I'm kind of glad that they're like, they will do their own thing, because I'm like, I think that's like our generation. We just try to keep our kids super busy, maybe. I don't know.
Chris.
Justin, are you still here? Justin Farrell. Justin, who was Seth's first interview? See, I went through this by myself today, and I was like, oh my God, I can't remember which was the first to line it up. So
I wasn't even looking into this case until listening to you every single night working, and
working 18 hours.
I'm sitting here on the computer and I'm doing this stuff, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, Brittany's on. So I'm listening to you for hours. And then all of a sudden I got into the case again.
My mom's mentality was to make our house a place our friends wanted us to be at. She found the pool table, air hockey. Yep, that's honestly, that was like my best friend's house. One of my best friends, his house was that house. They had the pool table, and that was where we always hung out all the time.
Yeah, thanks, Brittany.
I'm sorry. When I first started, the only people that were covering it was Justin. What's that lady's name?
Cutting wax into cubes with 2 chicken legs. I can't with that. The fucking chicken wings.
Y'all, what's that girl's name? That
I'm like, is she trolling us? Is she fucking trolling us with that shit?
not the one that did the interview with the Proudfoots. Yeah, Trevor Lee was first, absolutely. But
All right, this is so boring.
I'm
just fast forwarding.
first was Dutch. Yeah, Duchess was covering it. And Justin was covering it, I believe. It was Terry Lynn Johnson. Hey, Johnson. Johnson, how's your chickens? Did you get some more? I've been thinking,
She's like, I gotta change the subject. This is so
Like,
boring. Holy
they got
shit.
like little hairs that looks like mops on top of their head.
All right, she's talking about the chickens. Nobody cares.
See, here's my thing. And you always want to go back to the very beginning.
Yeah, I had my own phone line too when I was like 13. I think I was in like 7th or 8th grade. My mom, that was my birthday gift that year, was my own phone line, because my mom was so sick of fighting with me over the phone constantly. So I had my own phone number and my own phone line. And yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'm like DJ from Full House. Like, remember she had her own phone? I thought I was like so cool because I had my own phone line, because I was on the phone just as much as my mom was. So
Chris Proudfoot's ex-wife. Hold on. Seth Rogers. Bear with me, y'all.
Write out do-gooders equals people integrity who follow terms of service. Yeah, and who don't exploit missing children. That's a do-gooder.
Lord, he's covered a lot.
People who basically have opinions that don't align with Laura's. That's the righteous do-gooders. So because your opinion differs, right, and you don't agree with somebody doing X, Y, and Z, it means that you're a righteous do-gooder.
Let me see. He's covering. I can't believe Pascal's doing politics. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I don't watch this.
All right,
guy.
I think it is y'all, I think it's Pascal. We're gonna go with that.
All right, so they're gonna go back and watch this. I didn't watch this whole thing. It's boring. I think we've watched enough, to be quite honest with you, at this point in time. So I think they're gonna start streaming or something. Yeah, they're starting to give judgment on these interviews, which I don't need to see. So I'm gonna shut that down. Where's my phone? I gotta get off here in a little bit anyway. So I'm so hungry right now. I'm just like can't stop thinking about food. Food. I might make myself Elio's pizza. But yeah. Did you guys hear they're charging somebody new in the Long Island serial killer case? Not charging somebody new, I'm sorry. They just went and did a search at the house, and now they believe that there's another indictment coming through for another victim. And it's so weird because I've seen so much speculation as to whether there's 2 girls whose bodies partially were found on, Gilgo, or near Gilgo, I should say, and then partial remains found in Manorville. Now there's another person that I didn't know was even part of the case, and that was somebody that was murdered years ago out in North Sea, which is all the way out in Southampton. Then I was watching this other video the other day, and this is where things get really interesting for me, at least. There was these 3 girls that went missing back in the early 80s. So it was around 84. So I was a baby, basically, or a toddler, rather. Hold on a second. I'm just going to log on my phone so I can go.
Smoke. All right. So anyway, these 3 girls go disappear. This is a really interesting story. These 3 girls from basically, one was from Lindenhurst, and then I don't know, these 3 girls were killed, disappeared, found tied up, and on this golf course in, I believe it was Westbury. But the 3 girls like kind of knew each other. One of them worked at this roller rink, right? Well, I didn't know this, but Rex Huerman went to NYIT, which is the same college I went to, or at least one of the colleges I went to, which is up in Upper Brookville. And he would have been in college around the time that these girls went missing in a town right near the school. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know, man. I have a feeling that this guy's responsible for a lot more than we think. But anyway, so some people are thinking that he's going to get charged in either Jessica Taylor, Karen Vergata, I think her name was, and then somebody else brought up Shannon Gilbert. And I was like, ooh, imagine if that's the case, he gets charged with Shannon Gilbert's murder. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, he may have started way back then. It's not uncommon for serial killers to start killing when they're in their teens and 20s, late teens, early 20s. That's usually when a lot of them get started. I mean, look at Ted Bundy, right? He was young. So that should be interesting to see. I knew it when they started doing a search at the house. I think we talked about it when the searches were going on. I said there has to be something else. There has to be another charge coming through for somebody else that they couldn't collect evidence when they were there the first time. So right now, I think as it stands, he's charged with 4 deaths. But I think once they connect him to either Jessica Taylor or the other girl, that's going to really open up that he did every other, murder, or everybody that was out there. Because those girls were found dismembered. Those 2 girls are found dismembered. The newer girls were not dismembered. And that's why a lot of people thought maybe there was 2 different killers. But it really just could be the simple fact that those were the earlier murders, right? He thought at the time he had to dismember them, and he went through all that work. And then they never got discovered, right? Say like a decade went by, because it was almost a decade between those girls going missing and then the newer grouping of girls going missing. He could have realized, like, I don't need to like do all that. Here it is, how many years later, they've never been found. The bodies have never been discovered. Why go through all that? So he just started wrapping them up in burlap and putting them on the beach. It's just crazy. This thing's going to take so long to go to trial, though, because when are they going to, stop investigating, or is he going to have, I don't know. I don't know how they do that with serial killers in cases like this. Are they going to charge him? Is he going to have separate trials, basically? So they might charge him, like, say, like they do the first 4 victims in one trial. Would they do a second trial? Like, I don't know how that works. May have been harder to dismember once he had a family. That's true too. Like about you don't kiss someone's ass on the site who's the new flavor of the month. If you don't like him, you don't like him. Even if your friends do. Why? Who exactly are you talking about, Brantley? I'm just curious. I really don't watch love stories much anymore, but considering. What's that? Maybe they found more info after last month's warrant to go back. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking. They had to have found more I knew there had to be another person. I would be shocked to find out if it's Shannon Gilbert. I mean, out of all the victims, my heart goes out to her the most, her family. First of all, just the tragic, shit that happened just within her family with her mom, being killed shortly after she passed away or, disappeared, by the sister who had, mental issues. But like, they've never even given a reason of death, cause of death to her family. At least the other girls now have something. I mean, I know closure doesn't necessarily help, but at least, you know what I'm saying? Like the court case, it's not going to change anything, but at least they have some type of answers, or they will get some type of answers, once this goes to trial. Her family just gets nothing. They get nothing. The police said it was an accidental death, and then that's it. It's over. And the family just has to live with that, or what's left of her family. I can't remember if they found any evidence from his South Carolina home where the wife. Well, the only thing I know of that they found in South Carolina was that truck. It's not his home. I think it was his brother. No, they seized the truck. Was it from his brother's house? I forget now. But yeah, they didn't really say if they found any evidence. They've been very tight-lipped about this case from the beginning. So, oh, Granny's watching. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of hers. I don't know. I don't know. I just look, I'm glad, it's great for her that she's getting views and everything. Like, that's cool. I'm just not, I'm not a big fan of anybody who lies about having cancer. So there's that. It's not that I don't like her. I mean, if that's true and she lied, because I don't know, I never witnessed it with my own eyes, her lying about having cancer. But, if that's the case, I'm just going to stay away from that person. I just don't want anything to do with anybody who thinks that shit's okay. Plus, I've seen her kind of be a little flippy floppy, wishy washy, and you guys know how I feel about people like that. I thought he owned some empty acreage somewhere too. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. But again, they probably did the same thing they've been doing all along in this case, which is utilizing the grand jury, and then getting warrants and, doing that. And I'm sure I just can't wait to see who it is. Because I feel like if he gets charged with the, Jessica Taylor or the other girl, Vergata, and then what's the other girl's name? Oh my God, there's another girl, Valerie Mack. Did they charge him for her already? Because there was this other body found out in North Sea, which I never even heard about this, which is all the way out in the Hamptons. And they were thinking that this other guy that was arrested, John Bitteroff, they were thinking that might be one of his victims, but I'm not really sure how people are tying that into this right now. It's just speculation. But like, holy shit, dude, how many people did this guy kill? Like, could it be that one of the most prolific serial killers of our time fucking lived right here on Long Island, went to the same college as me, lives in the town that my family lives in? Like, what the fuck, that I used to work in? No way. Fucking crazy. They're smart to keep it under wraps and out of the public during their investigation. Yeah, you know why? Because guess what? Then you don't have the fucking idiots like Bullhorn Betty and all these fucking stupid YouTube internet detectives showing up at the fucking scene. I don't understand anyone that fakes cancer. It is sick. I don't get it either. And if that's what happened, I mean, then yeah, I'm good on her. I'm not, look, I don't know her that good. I've watched her streams a few times. I don't know her all that well as a person, so I don't want to judge her like that. But if she faked cancer, like, I just feel like once you do something like that, it's very hard to come back from that and be able to trust a person. And it's just disgusting, honestly. I know. I do wonder if I ever crossed paths with him because I spent a lot of time out in that area. but he was probably mostly working in the city. But I mean, I worked right in the area where his house is, and I mean, I spent a lot of time in. There was, when I saw him, I felt he looked familiar, and there was this one time I will never forget it ever. I went to TJ Maxx over there, and there was this big creepy guy sitting in a car, and like I don't know if it was him, obviously, but I remember the guy giving me the total fucking creep. He was like calling me over to a car or something. And I remember this guy giving me the fucking creeps. Like, I mean, chills up my spine like a motherfucker. And I was like, I am not going to forget that guy. And he was huge. He was a big guy. Could that have been him? I don't know. Because it was in the same area where he lived. I mean, literally right across the street from where his house is. The TJ Maxx is right there. Because I used to go there. I knew when they would drop all the new merchandise. So I was there pretty much like every day. I think it was Wednesday, they dropped, that's when they would like put all the new stuff out. And that one time, I will never forget the man. He was so creepy. Like you know what I'm saying? The situation. And he was a big, big, big guy. That's all. I mean, I can't remember his exact face, but I just remember a really, really, really big guy. And thinking, oh my God, this guy's so creepy. He was creepy as fuck. And he was dressed in a button-up shirt. But I don't remember like his face and everything. But when I saw Rex Huerman, I'm like, dude, he looks familiar. But he might just have one of those faces that looks familiar. I get creeped out all the time by people. Like I I love TJ Maxx too. Cause he looked so familiar. Who knows? He might have trolled around right at the time when those girls went missing. That's when I worked in that area. It was right around 2000. I worked there from about 2007 till about 2010. So I was always like hanging out over there, eating lunch, going to different stores, the mall. Right behind where he lives, there's a mall. The train station's right there. There's a mall. There's bars over there. So I spent a lot of time. My husband, when we first started dating, he lived over there too. So I would stay at his house, you know. So I spent a lot of time in there. So it's possible I, crossed paths with the guy at some point. Who knows? He's a big dude. He's like 6'4". I worked with a guy who set his wife on fire. Oh my God. I had to take undergrad classes where Koberger went to school and my dad taught criminal justice. Oh shit. Yeah, he went to the same college as me, but obviously many, 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 many years before I went there. Cause he was, I mean, in the early 80s. I was there in the late 90s and early 2000s, I think. Like 2000, I went there, but he probably sat in the same classrooms as me because the art, interior design, and architecture were all those classes were in the same building in that school. Just kind of creepy. Like, I don't know. Whenever you see these stories online, you just don't think that they're going to ever happen anywhere close to you. Like you just don't think that those things would ever happen in your town or in your area, So scary. It does make you wonder who you cross paths with. There's a lot of shady characters hanging out in that area where he lives. The town he's in isn't bad, but the next town over is a pretty bad area. Like it's not the nicest area. And there's a lot of shady characters hanging out. Like by my old job, it wasn't in the best area. So there was a lot of shady characters around. So it doesn't surprise me that he lived in a town close to a town where, you probably would pick up seedy characters like that. Prostitutes and stuff. I mean, there's shitty towns everywhere. Pretty much on Long Island, it's like next to every nice town, there's like a seedy town. It's just how it is. I was working at a deli a few years ago wait, a few years ago, a man with a Jamaican accent came in. The next day, found out he murdered his girlfriend in a different state. Oh my God, that's scary. Ugh. Have you guys been keeping up with the Karen Reed case and watching all that, the shit show? Why are they, I gotta ask, why are they taking so long to like in between court days? It's so weird. Like, why are they doing like one day on, one day off? It's like, dude, they're just dragging this thing out. I've never seen that happen in a court case. I mean, like, they're just taking forever to get this case settled. What the hell is going on? Yeah, Rex Huerman's haircuts, it's like Donald Trump hair. Um, it's just taking forever. And I still don't know what to think about the case, even though yesterday there was two people up on the stand that were doing, they were testifying to like some of the physical evidence that's been found, which is like, holy shit, it's about time, right? This whole time we've been watching, it's been what do you call it? It's been mostly people doing what do you call it? Just like witness testimony and not much else. So we finally got a little bit of evidence, that's been talked about. And I still don't know what to think. They say they found a hair. I don't know if they ever identified the hair, but this was the weirdest thing to come out of the whole day for me, right? They tested his shirt. I mean, all that I learned yesterday was that the police grossly mishandled evidence in this case and did a really shoddy fucking investigation. But which isn't, good in my eyes for the prosecution. But one of the weirdest things that I heard yesterday was that they tested his shirt, okay, where all those on the sleeve, I guess, where all those scratches were under his arms. And sure enough, there's all in the shirt, there's all little puncture wounds, like holes in the shirt. And so, which is weird because you would think, right, with those scratches that he got, the shirt would have ripped. Instead, it looks like little holes. Like, I mean, I didn't study it too much, but I heard yesterday on one of the videos I was watching last night that they found not dog's DNA, because there was a theory out there that the dog attacked him, and that's why he had all the scratches on the arm. So they didn't find dog DNA, but they did find pig DNA. I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck? Now, could that be from like maybe he ate a sandwich, a pork sandwich or something, let's just say, and wiped his hand on his sleeve? I don't know. I don't know if it works like that. But how strange is that of all the things that they could have found on this man? Oh, they way overcharged her, ridiculously overcharged her. Had they stuck with just vehicular manslaughter, whatever it was that they, first initially charged her with, I truly think they could have gotten a conviction in this case. What they have her charged with now, it's not happening. So they said that they found the taillights. They said that they found glass on the bumper, and what was the other thing? And then, his sneaker, which I don't think we knew about that. But the problem is that the Canton police were obviously the first to respond on the scene. Then it got turned over to what was it, state or something police. And the problem with that is that the crime scene was unsecured for hours until the second, group of police came in and started to search. So if there was a chance to plant evidence, there was a huge window of time that the scene wasn't secured. And it is kind of just strange that with 4 inches of snow on the ground, right, they don't find his sneaker. 4 inches. I know some of you guys probably never even seen snow, but like 4 inches of snow isn't that much. And the thing is with snow is that whatever it lands on, it's going to take the shape of, right? It's not going to level itself out. So if there's a sneaker on the ground and there's 4 inches, which isn't that much snow, you're going to see a little lump in the road, okay, where the sneaker is. You would think, right? Unless a plow came maybe and plowed it into the, curb. Where they are, though, I mean, when the plow comes, if you live on a corner, you'll have a tendency to get like a little mountain. But if you're just like in the middle of the street, kind of like how they were, there's gonna, yeah, obviously there's gonna be a little kind of mountain of snow, running alongside your property. I mean, and I guess the shoe could have gotten buried in there, but it's just kind of strange that the shoe was there. But I mean, look, the conspiracy for me is a little too much. The cover up, because of how many people would have had to be involved in it. But I mean, you do have to question how, the police missed some of this shit in their initial search. I think the pigs ate the heads and the head that he cut off the one. Wait, what? I, I don't know. Where is figure skating coach and Leo wife? Sorry, just our belly babe in a comment section. I know figure skating coach, she like kind of left YouTube. She was kind of just done. And Leo's wife, I don't know. That I don't know. I haven't seen her around unless she changed her name. Or maybe she just, bounced. Some people just bounce from YouTube after a while. They have things going on in life. I'm not really sure. I can't stand the turtle boy guy. He has himself all tangled up and everything. I don't hate the guy because I haven't watched him enough to really know him, to have like a solid opinion on him. But there's that, there's definitely some shady shit going on. If I had to go with any conspiracy that happened there, it's that either he got hit with the guy that was driving the plow, what's his name, Higgins, but the whole car hitting thing, just every time I think about it, I'm like, was he like blackout drunk when he left the bar that night? Because like I just can't see somebody standing in the fucking street when a car is coming from fucking 23 feet away or whatever they said. No, I'm sorry, 60 feet away, and just standing there waiting for a car to hit him, unless he was like keeled over on the side of the road throwing up or something, which they didn't find any throw up, so that didn't happen. But like, I just like, why would a grown man just stand there and wait for a car to come hit him or a plow? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if they're saying, the prosecution is saying that she backed up from 60 feet doing 25 miles away in the snow, let me just tell you something. Go drive your car. Go try to go 25 miles an hour backwards in your car and tell me if you could do it and keep control of your car. That's very fast to go that length of that stretch, 25 miles an hour in the snow. I mean, you probably would hit somebody, but like, again, what was he just standing there waiting for her to hit him? Nobody heard this. You would think if they had, let's just say they had a fight in front of the house, right? And they were yelling at each other. It's midnight. I mean, yeah, people are sleeping, but you would think somebody might be up in the neighborhood that would hear them, especially the people inside the house that they were going to. Let's say they were having a screaming fight and he's like, come on, hit me. She's going to back into him. Like, I don't know. He just stood there and let her hit him. Like, it just doesn't fucking make sense. Yeah, they were all drunk driving, which makes it even less believable because now you're gonna hit somebody going 25 miles backwards while you're drunk. Come on, that just sounds very, very. You said there was pig DNA. I watched police off the cuff, and the retired sergeant said the one girl had her hands and head cut off, and they failed at scraping off her tattoo, which means they tried. Pigs eat everything, bones and all, teeth and fingerprints gone, so it would be harder. Wait, I'm so confused. Are you talking about a different case? Oh my God, I feel so bad for those kids. So bad for them. I just don't know what to think. Something happened to that guy, obviously, that night, right? I just don't know if it was him getting hit by a car going backwards at 25 miles an hour in the snow. I just don't know if I believe that. That just seems, even getting hit by any car, it just seems so hard to believe because it's like, dude, this guy was a cop, like he's a man who's taught to be on alert, right? Aware of his surroundings. He's trained for this type of thing. Yes, he's drinking, but like, I mean, do you just, I don't know, when you're drunk, do you just lose all sensibility? All, you know what I'm saying? You lose all your senses. And now all of a sudden you're drunk and you can't tell if a fucking car is backing into you from that far away. I don't know, man. Just seems hard to believe. But then again, I don't, you know, the whole cover up where, I don't know, there was a fight in the house. Like, I don't know if I necessarily buy that one either, you know? A lot of people that don't believe in the cover up though, they're like, oh, there's got to be like, you know, this many people. Well, not really, right? Because if the guy planted the evidence, you only have this small group of police officers, but you guys know they all back each other, the blue, the cops, even though he's a cop, right? If there's he's no longer here. So they're going to back the police officers that were in the house who were higher ranking than he was, right? I mean, those people could have set the initial cover up in motion, and then everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody after that is just going off of what those people, the information that they got from those people. Laura blames the dog. Well, a lot of people blame I don't necessarily think that the dog killed him, because who would die from dog bites on the arm? Like, that's not going to kill you. But they might die from that blow to the back of the head, and then being out in the cold. If he was passed out, first of all, when you go unconscious, your body temperature lowers naturally, right? Now you're out in the snow unconscious, you're in trouble. Plus he's only wearing what, a very light, that's not like a heavy sweatshirt that he had on. That was like like one of those like jersey material or t-shirt material kind of sweatshirts, like long sleeve sweatshirts. That wasn't like a warm, fuzzy sweatshirt. And then he's just got a t-shirt underneath it. That's it. Oh, all right. She's still on the Rex Huerman topic. I was like, I'm getting so confused. You survive. That is very true, Muffin Mess. You do. You survive a car accident because your body's not tensed up. Wonder if his properties are anywhere near a pig farm. I am so confused. The pig DNA I'm talking about was in the Karen Reed case. That's not anything to do with the Rex Huerman case. I think he died from hypothermia too, and quite possibly the wound on the back of his head, the blunt force. I mean, it's a pretty big sized, hole in his head. I really don't think the dog had anything to do. No, I don't think the dog had anything to do with the death either. I don't. I mean, is it odd that they got rid of the dog and nobody seems to know where the dog is? And it definitely, I mean, in my opinion, it does. I can totally see why people think that the scratches on his arms came from a dog, because it looks like it did. Because if you know anything about police dogs, when they're trained, that's exactly where they're trained to go attack people. Right where he's bitten, that's where they go, right for that part of your arm. And it's just weird, right on the front of your arm, because that's how they train. Could he have been messing around with the dog? Who knows? But I don't think that killed him. No way. Karen Reed caused his death, in my opinion. Yeah, but even if the dog wasn't canine, like actual police dog, I'm saying a lot of people bring their dogs to the bite training, especially if you have a German Shepherd. You bring them for bite training. It was suggested that I bring my dog for it too, because it's not teaching them how to attack, it's teaching them how and when to bite properly. Which I don't know if he was trained like that. I'm just saying. If you don't die from scratch, you don't die from a scratch, no teeth marks. No, you wouldn't die from that. No way. But they didn't find any dog DNA, supposedly. Then again, the girl that was collecting the evidence, she couldn't tell if a hair had a fucking root or not on it. And she failed some test that they gave her. I'm like, oh, that's not fucking good. So like makes you kind of question, was she doing her job the right way? I mean, look, it's probably like that in every case. I'm sure, every case you could probably go through and find an instance where they didn't do something properly. I mean, it's human error, right? Did he stumble outside drunk and pass out on the sidewalk? No, I don't know. Nobody seems to know what happened. If she backed into him, which just sounds crazy because, like, why would you back into somebody? I don't know. It just sounds stupid. If they would have told me she hit him head on, then maybe it would have made a little sense. But I'm like, why would you fucking drive away, drop somebody off at a house, drive 60 feet away, and then back up and hit them? And then the person just stands there and waits for it. I don't know. That just sounds weird to me. A little far-fetched. But if she did hit him, I would think it would have been on accident. Maybe she drank too much that night. Well, she did. I mean, and I don't know, maybe he ran back to the car because he thought he forgot something and she backed into him by accident. It could have been something stupid like that. And then she panicked and didn't know what to do. I don't know. But I don't think. I also have to look at motive, which I'm not a jurist, so they don't have to worry about that. But I'm thinking motive wise, right? It's not like she had any like ties to this man and like where, oh my God, I have to kill him to get away from him. She had her own place. She's a successful woman who had her own money. She had her own place. So it's not like she was like dependent on him or anything. And it was like, oh my God, I can't move away from him. She had her own shit. Why would she risk all of that? And then also, why would she purposely do it in front of a police officer's house where there's a bunch of cops hanging out? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So if she hit him, it was on accident. But I'm still not 100% convinced that she did hit him. Oh, she's definitely guilty of DUI. But what kills me is that every fucking person in that fucking case should be charged with DUI. Higgins admittedly driving drunk, then going to the police station and fucking switching government vehicles around. Drunk. After a night of drinking, they're all a bunch of drunks. Every single one of them. Which I don't blame them. I'm not judging them because, like, if I was a cop, I'd probably have an alcohol problem too because they gotta deal with some shit, So I'm not downing them for that, but I am bothered by the fucking blatant disregard for fucking public safety with these people that they're just. I mean, every single one of them seems to have no issues with drinking and driving. I guess because they're police officers, right? So it doesn't matter. I feel like the whole fucking group of them should be charged with DUI if that's the case. I mean, that shit's fucked up. They're all a bunch of fucking drunk drivers. Accident happened, and if she was... Wait, and if he was drunk... Wait, what? Ooh, vodka grapefruit. If he left company to go indoors, why would he stay outside to freeze? Yeah, I don't understand that either. It's like if somebody drops you off, you're not going to stand in the street, watch them drive away, especially in the middle of a fucking blizzard. You're going to run into the house. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Intent and legal sense, pretty low standard. Wait, I don't think it was well thought out like that. I think, intent in a legal sense is a pretty low standard when you think about it. I don't know. I just don't know. All they know is the case is definitely gaining more and more traction. More and more people are gaining an interest in it. I heard about it quite a while ago. Probably right around the time she did the interview with whatever news channel that was. And then I, looked into it after that and I was like, dude, this is fucking weird. What a weird story. What a fucking crazy, crazy story. It doesn't mean pre-planning. It doesn't have to mean that you thought about it for hours. Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. Intent doesn't have to be hours or days before. It just has to be like within a time frame you know could have made a decision not to do it, but you thought, I'm going to do this with purpose. It's kind of hard to explain in a legal sense, but yeah, she shouldn't have done that interview. I don't understand why anybody who's convicted of anything does interviews. I'd be really interested to see if they're going to put her on the stand. First, I want to see if, what the girl call him? Pooper Proctor. She said it backwards on the stand. I want to see if Trooper Proctor is put on the stand because I think his testimony is integral to this case, right? He was the lead investigator. But I also want to see if they put her on the stand. I'd really be interested to see. Because they could go, she has a very off-putting, um, she's got a hardcore RBF, you know, resting bitch face. And I just don't know. I'm curious to know how she would come through to a jury. She made a comment. Yeah, she did. When coming out of court, they asked her and she said maybe or something to that effect. It depends on what her, you know, attorneys advise her to do. But it would be interesting to see her nevertheless on the stand and to see how that whole thing would go. The prosecutor in this case is holy shit. If any of you guys ever heard of Melanie Little, she does like commentary. And she's a lawyer, I think, or was an attorney here on Long Island. And she calls the prosecutor Baby Shark because she's like, his hair looks like when you're in the, you know, when you put your little kids in the bathtub when they're like 3, they don't have like a full head of hair yet, and you make the little mohawk with the shampoo. That's what his hair looks like. I mean, that guy is so boring to listen to. He is so boring. He reminds me, it's like this case is like the opposite of the Jodi Arias trial, because in that trial, I mean, the prosecutor put on the show and the defense was so fucking boring. And this trial is a little bit the opposite. I'd love to see it. I kind of feel like after all this physical evidence is being presented, it's almost like, how could you not put her on the stand at this point? You know? But I don't know. I'm not an attorney, so I don't know if it would go well because I just don't know how she would be taken by a jury because she's a very sassy, you know what I'm saying? She's very sassy and she's definitely got an attitude, like you could tell. So I don't know how she would be taken on the stand by, you know, jurors. It would be interesting to see. I wouldn't be as worried about her kind of persnickety. I don't know that word, so I'm not even going to go there. To me, I'd be worried about the state being able to get a rise out of her. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like she's the type of person who's like kind of not going to take shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to, I don't know how controlled she is in her emotions. Some people are very good at it. You know, if she's going to lose it on the stand, because that's what they would obviously be trying to do if she was to be put on the stand. They're going to, you know, try to rile her up to show that she gets angry easily, you know. Defense is doing a good job, but if she blows up on the stand, it would be all down. Yep. Yeah. I mean, the defense, I think, is doing a good job just raising reasonable doubt, which is all they have to do. That's their job. You know, they don't need to prove anything. They just need to raise enough reasonable doubt for the jurors to go, yeah, I'm not really sure she did this. Like, there's another possibility, you know, and especially with what they're charging her with, it needs to be beyond a reasonable doubt. So, you know, you can't go in there and go, well, I think she did it, but maybe she didn't. It's like, no, you have to 100%, you know, feel as a juror that she did this based on the evidence that you were shown in court. And at this point in time, I think they've raised enough reasonable doubt. At least if I was a juror, I would feel that way. Jen McCabe couldn't control. Oh my God, she's disgusting. Jennifer McCabe, Skeletor. aka Skeletor. Yeah, she couldn't control herself. I love the part where she's telling the fucking uh she's telling the guy like, oh, go ahead, you can talk, like she's, in control. Why was she driving her car that night? I still don't know the answer to that, but why was Jennifer McCabe driving Karen Reed's car? When they pulled up to his house that night, she got out of the car. So I know she's on paid leave from her teaching position. She was fired. Wow. The defense did a great job making her show herself. Oh, yeah, they did. She looks like the type. It's so weird. Why was she texting with him, that woman? I just find that so odd. Like, I don't know. I don't like her at all, that woman. Her and I, we probably wouldn't be friends. She did not come across likable at all on this stand. She did herself no favors. Oh, she was too. No, I know she wasn't driving at night. I'm saying when she went to go to the house, she was driving it. She was too upset to drive. I heard conflicting stories of whether they were actually friends with one another or not. That's another thing that I'm like so confused on. Like, were they actually friends or not? Which texts? The one between her and the what's his name? Higgins? Tell if people had been harassing me like that, I'd been a whole lot more unpleasant. Well, I understand being annoyed by people harassing you. Like, I totally understand that. But, like, that's not, she wanted that to be known to the jury. Everybody needed to know that. They sure don't seem to have been Karen's friends at all. No, they don't. His parents. And I don't agree with harassing anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is in a court case. I don't fucking agree with that shit at all. I don't care who it is. If you don't like them, if it's a defendant, like, that's not your job. Just like I can't stand, when I saw Bullhorn Betty outside of the laundry's house for the first time, I don't fucking care what you think of the parents. That's not your fucking job to stand outside of these people's houses with a bullhorn and disrupt the whole fucking neighborhood because you think that they're guilty of something. Like, that's not your fucking job. So I totally don't agree with anybody being harassed at all. But his parents have still be able to sue her afterwards. Well, depending, I guess. I mean, I don't know, who knows where it would go though at this point in time. Say if she's acquitted, I think it would be very hard for them to win a wrongful death suit in that case. I don't know. Then again, I don't really know much about wrongful death suits, so I don't know if I don't know. They were rotten mean bitches, yeah. I saw a turtle boy footage of him going to kids' sporting events. Yeah, see that shit? Not cool. Not cool. Like, you want to have your website and your blog and shit online, that's fine. And have your opinion, cool. But showing up at people's houses, no. Showing up at people's houses and following them and their children and disrupting their day-to-day lives, that shit's not cool. I don't fucking care. That's why I don't agree with that guy and what he does either. If defense asks, oh, they can't sue her. Okay. Yeah, I'm not down with that. And I don't give a fuck what the situation is. I'm not down with fucking standing outside of, people's private homes. Okay. And standing out there with bullhorns. Like, there's no real justification for that from the general public. She got a picture of her oldest daughter Mail to her house with mail substances. Ew! That's disgusting. Ugh. There's an SOL on wrongful death cases they would have to file in time allowed by the law. Oh, really? I didn't know that. The statute of limitations on it. I didn't know that. Interesting. I mean, is that actually him doing it, or is it people that follow him that are actually doing that shit? You know, like, did he mail that shit to her house, or did people that follow him mail the shit to her house? Either way, it's fucking gross. I'm just saying, like, I would like to put the blame where it is, where it lies, and not just blame people blindly. I mean, either way, what the fuck are you doing? Mailing things to people's houses. They could always do it. Goldman sued OJ after he was acquitted, as long as you are in the statute of limitations. Statute of limitations. So yeah, they did sue OJ, didn't they? The people that follow him, or rather, probably people that hate him, making it look like it was his people, right? That's what I'm saying. I just don't get why they say the Canton PD is corrupt. They were only on the case for an hour and 40 minutes. Well, the guy that the lead investigator of the case was friends with these people. He really shouldn't have been investigating the case. I know he's a state trooper, but you know, I mean that I can't answer. A lot of police a lot of police departments are corrupt though. There's mine is, that's for sure. You can go back to the Marty Tankless case and read all about it and the corruption from then until now, when the chief of police was disgraced and in jail for beating up a witness in a case. I mean, it happens. Doesn't mean the whole entire department is corrupt. It means that there's corrupt people in the department. It's been reported on court TV that the judge is horrible. I'm sorry. Fuck the judge. She's terrible. I honestly have never seen such a fucking horrible judge on any case. I mean, she definitely seems a little biased. And oh my god, with the witnesses, the poor people that are on the stand, she's like, "You have to talk louder. We're gonna turn the air conditioning off." It's like, oh shit. It's like, oh my god, you're gonna sweat if you don't speak louder. She's just unpleasant. And then she's like always rushing everything. It's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And she seems like she's annoyed all the time. Every time they ask if they could approach the bench, she sounds like she's like fucking annoyed. I'm like, lady, why did you become a judge? I don't know how their judges here. They're voted in. So I don't know like if it works like that there, but holy shit, lady. I don't think judging is your fucking forte. Well, I mean, that's typical in any case, though. If you're doing questioning, he shouldn't have been taking witness statements, that guy. Yeah, she's fucking weird about the air conditioning. Meanwhile, there's like fucking sirens and shit going by every 5 minutes. That's a small courtroom. That's not like it's a huge courtroom where, like, people can't hear. I mean, we could hear good because they're mic'd up. I can never hear the prosecutor though. I don't know why. I don't know if he's like moving around or what's going on. Because a lot of the times when I'm listening to it, I'm not like actually watching, because I can't just sit there and watch it. But like, he's so hard to hear, that guy. And then I could hear the defense perfectly. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if his microphone's broken or something. But anytime the prosecutor's questioning people, I could barely hear him. But it's so weird because she never yells at him. She just also, I mean, I've watched a few trials and I've never seen a judge like sustain so many objections in my life. I generally notice this judge is very mindful of the jury. Just even the way she addresses them is uber polite. I've seen. I mean, I've seen judges be very polite to the juries before, but I've never seen one. She just seems like she's a little biased towards one side. Yeah, they should always be nice to the jury. The jury's there voluntarily, basically, right? Giving up their time. I feel bad for these jurors because, oh God, Jackson isn't back. Oh, you're talking about the attorney. Never mind. I thought you were talking about Jackson, who comes in here. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Jesus, I totally just forgot. Something you guys may have missed has been reported court TV and learned crime. The jury has complained about the heat and too many sidebars. I mean, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I feel bad for the jurors because there, the scheduling is just so weird, and it's a long trial too, and these people have to give up their jobs and whatever else they have to give up, during the time that they're jurors. It's got to be, rough. I mean, they're like really dragging this thing out for some reason. It's kind of sad. The Lord Crime Network does seem to have better style than Court TV. I don't know. I just click on whatever is like the first one I see. So I haven't been paying too much attention to which one I'm uh watching. But I'm like, what's up with the air conditioning in this place? I love how they zoom in on the fan all the time too. It's so weird. Most of them just like most of the court cases they'll zoom into like the states like what do you call that? Like symbol, like here we have like the New York symbol, it's like the justice symbol, like whatever for the court. For some reason they focus in on the freaking ceiling fan. I mean, it must be hot in there because they're like, the judge is like, oh my God, the whole day she's talking about the air conditioning. And yesterday I felt really bad because it was hot here and they're not that far. I was just in Canton like last year, well, a couple months ago, and it's not that far from here, so their weather is probably very similar to ours. And although they may get a little more snow in the winter, we've been kind of lucky. But I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is insane. I mean, it had to be hot there yesterday, and she's like, we're gonna turn the air conditioner off. It's like every 5 minutes. If you don't speak up, I'm like, is the air conditioning that loud? Holy shit. I don't care for commentary either if I'm watching. Sometimes it depends. But yeah, I don't like when people are talking. What's her name does that all the time. Oh my God. Holy shit. Brain fart. Emily Baker. She talks like, I can't stand when people do commentary and talk over the video instead of like pausing it to talk. She like talks over it all the time and then you don't hear the actual, you know, lawyers or whoever is speaking on the stand. I kind of want to go give Tom. Who's that? CPU. I don't know who that is. Who's that? Tom CPU. I don't know who that is. Death for being Italian. No, the judge is in a bad mood every day. I'm like, oh my God, girl. Chill, girl. Who's death for being Italian? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a very old courthouse. Yeah, they said that I was listening to something yesterday. I forget who I was watching. I think it was Melanie Little. And she was saying that they just got Wi-Fi in the courtroom right before this trial. They didn't even have Wi-Fi. So, yeah, it's old. It's an old, old, old courthouse. I mean, you could tell. I can't watch Emily D. Baker. She drives me nuts. Yeah, she drives me nuts too. She talks right over the fucking video. It drives me crazy. He's a turtle boy guy that live streams in front of the courthouse. Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't pay attention to that guy. or any of his people. I never ever. I don't even know what he looks like. I honestly like. I don't watch Turtle Boy's lives or anything. So, Turtle Boy. I don't think it's in Canton. Canton is a small town, though. It was so funny because we went there, and my son had a game at the Canton Ice House. So my husband went, he drove, and I hopped in the car with my friend, right? So we're like, where'd we go? I don't know. We might have went somewhere first, or we were like at the hotel, and we had the bags in our car. So we got to the ice rink. It's called Canton Ice House, and we're like, yeah, we're early. We're like, wait a second, where is everybody? My husband calls me. He's like, you're at the wrong ice rink, and we're like, no, we're not. You know, we look in our little map thing. We're like, we're at the Canton Ice House. Well, sure enough, there was like 2 of them, so we were at the wrong one. But it is a very tiny town, like old. Everything's old. The ice rink was so freaking old in that town. I'll probably be back there this year, I'm sure. But I was like, when I went there, that was like, so I was telling my husband about the whole story with the John O'Keefe story. When we went there, I was like, I'm going to Canton. Maybe I'll see Turtle Boy. Dead ham. Turtle Boy buys his suits at Sears Boys Department. He's always wearing green suits, I've noticed. I think it's a little ridiculous that they're charging him with witness intimidation, but I mean, if he's showing up at people's houses, that's not cool. So I get it. But I don't follow him, so he has the smallest. No. MGL's husband has the smallest hands ever. Somebody sent me a video the other day where she's getting face injections. Okay. She tapes herself getting Botox or whatever the fuck she gets. And dude, her face is so fucked up from those fucking Botox injections that it looks like a square. I'm like, girl, is he? He's short, Turtle Boy. Girl, you need to stop. Just stop with the fucking injections. I don't know who told her it looks good, but it don't. It don't. I mean, her cheeks are so like far protruded from her fucking face at this point in time. It's disgusting. I don't know if Karen will be convicted, but my next 3 house payments, Turtle Boy will be. Ew. I don't want to see that. Dude, like her face looks so square. It looks like one of the statues on Easter Island. It's so carved out from all the filler that she gets. I'm like, why do you want to look like that? Like, I always want to question those people that have too much plastic surgery. Like, why do you want your face to look like that? Purposely. Like, did they just not see it? Because how come we could all see it? Like, do those people just not see the fucking... Like, do they have like body dysmorphia or something where they can't see what we're seeing? What is it exactly? Yeah, it looks like she has like oh my god, they just look awful. Awful. Oh, I don't want to know anything. The 1A community. Harry sparked up. They don't like him. Why? Is that where he came from? Because I went back on his channel one day and there was like way more videos. Like he was covering I don't know if it was necessarily court cases, but he was covering something. Not court cases. Maybe it might have been like other kind of true crime stories. Yeah. He's the one getting charged with harassment because he lives there. For them to charge somebody like Betty, it's like she don't live. You know what I'm saying? or JLR, they live out of state. It would be so hard to charge them. And covered that rebel guy. I don't know who any of these people are. People that were with him went to that community. I don't even know. Isn't that where Steph came from? That whole group's been pretty quiet lately, huh? Huh. I did click in his live the other day. I think he had the glare on panel and some other guy. I don't know who the other guy was. And he was saying he does. Oh, and some attorney, I think. Was it an attorney? Yeah, I don't know. I think it might have been some attorney from Massachusetts. And he was saying that he doesn't know what he's going to do with his channel when this is all over. I wish JLR would go back to Canton. Oh my God, that shit was fucking hilarious. Two of like the same kind meat, you know? Him and Turtle Boy. How freaking funny was that shit? It's like two of the same. Oh my God. It was Bedrow. Who, the attorney? Turtle Boy covers local news stories of mass holes, gang members, bum moms, neighborhood shit, and tea. Okay, that's what it is. Mass holes. Mass holes. That's where she wandered over to while she was here. Not came from. Remember that guy used to go on panels and he would change it to a Smurf? No, I don't remember that guy at all. Wait, I thought that's the community she said she was in before she came here. At least that's what she told me. That she was 1A or something. Like, what the fuck is that? First Amendment or something? She's a total Trumper. What's her name? Steph. Valley Vision went there? I didn't even know that guy went there. Kate on Mass Hole Mafia is super funny. She hates Turtle Boy. Holy shit, I don't know any of these people. I can't keep up with all this shit. Kate on Mass Hole Mafia. There's a lot of fucking mass holes. The biggest mass hole of all is that girl fucking, what's her name? Michaela, the makeup girl. Oh my God, I can't stand that girl. I just can't. She's a fucking liar, but she's just so obnoxious. I mean, good for her. She's doing her thing. She's good at makeup. I'll give her credit. But her personality, she's the biggest liar on the planet. Oh, you knew Turtle Boy? Get out of here. I think she came from some political. I thought she said the 1A. I thought that's what 1A was. First Amendment. I thought it was like a political thing. Because I remember asking her, because I always found it so weird that when she came into our community, she already had like a microphone and like a whole setup, like as if she was streaming somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I think I asked her one time when I was on the phone with her. I was like, where, like, did you already have like a YouTube channel or something? I think the drama with the Turtle Boy shit is 10 times more entertaining. Really? I don't know. I don't pay attention to him much, so I have no idea what's going on with him, with his drama at least. And the makeup drama folks too. Oh, maybe. Hated Tom's CPU and harassed the shit out of him. I have no idea who these people are. It's an auditors community, like the ones who test the cops. The part that the ones you know are more a spin-off drama community of that community. Oh my God, dude. I'm totally fucking lost on that one. Huh. Interesting. I thought it was First Amendment. I don't know. I can't keep up with all these fucking communities. Half the time, I don't know what people are talking about. So I'm like, who's this? Who's that? I don't know what's going on. Can't even keep up with the people in our little neck of the woods. Anywho, all right, I'm going to end this because my son's going to be home in like 5 minutes. So, anyway, it was wonderful talking to you guys today. I'll be in the city tomorrow. So, yeah, that's it. And then I'm sure I'll be back Thursday or Friday, but hopefully everybody has a wonderful rest of their afternoon. Go out and get some fresh air. All right. See you guys next time. Peace.